What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the We Don't Smoke the Same podcast. Thank you so much for being patient, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? You weren't waiting that long, to tell you the truth, because we actually started on time. Salute to everybody that is tuning in from the Dr. Green Thumb Show. I noticed a lot of you guys is the same demographic. I mean, we've been known that, but I kind of noticed it a little bit more while I'm seeing you guys in the chat room. But nonetheless, it's good to be back. Thank you so much for tuning in. And across from me is my toxic ass co-host, Xavier.
What's up, dog?
What's going on with you, dog?
Chilling. You're burnt out. I can tell.
No, I'm not burnt out. I'm
No?
chilling.
Chilling. It's you. What, Thursday. Before you get here, like what? 11.
We had a smoke box today.
Oh shit.
We had a smoke box, and then the Dr. Green Thumb Show, and then this show.
Can we know the special guest?
Nah, B-Real didn't
It's a
disclose it
surprise.
yet.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I didn't even see
Like,
that.
usually whenever they post it up, like, they get away with it and they kind of burn it out, but she didn't post it up, so I was like,
Oh shit, that's fucking dope. What's up with your phone? I went in the fridge and it looks like a panaderia in the kitchen.
Oh, it was like that. That happened with all right, yeah. Shout out to let me go ahead and get
I
it
went in there and
correct.
fucking some pokeball conchas.
Yes. So the thing came up. I believe it's one of the viewers from the show, CTS_gods or something like that. His parents started this business, and he's like, "Yo, I know you like Pokemon. You think you like these conchas? We'll give you 2 boxes." And then I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "All right, cool." And I was like, "You think they can make some custom shit for me?" So he was like, "Yeah, send the picture, and it's already in concha format." So they did it. So they did two dozens of the white ones and 2 dozens of the pink ones. So I was debating. I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Because I got to get rid of this quick. So I'm thinking like all the Saturday people, if I get enough pre-orders, you could just pick up like a happy meal, kind of like a concha meal, and like come through
wait up.
Saturday. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna put it.
No, wait up. You would ship it?
No, it's locals only. So this would only apply to like LA people, or like people who are willing to drive up to downtown LA.
Couldn't you ship it?
The artwork would break.
You think it fucking
Yeah,
up?
because they're not that careful in at the postal service.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry for everybody. There's a couple posters that I sent out. Fucking framed.
And they got crushed. Yeah.
And I bought the padding, dude.
Yeah.
These fools must not give a fuck, huh?
Now fucking candles. Like the candles will be broken. Like some of these foods, it just really gets squished, or like it gets sorted differently. So I can't really ship. I can't really ship them. But if you guys are interested though, like if you guys want to pick some up and buy like a concha Happy Meal, just DM me. Hit me up at Flavors by E-Zone, and I'll let you know the details for Saturday. You know what I mean? Like it comes with the concha. It comes with what is it? A red line pre-roll with the funky fill tip.
Damn.
And a couple other things, and it's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys check that out, and follow the one and only La Concha Plug. You know what I mean? And they're a mom and pop business. So like literally la señora y el señor vinieron a dejarlo.
What's your go-to at the panaderia? Like when you get there, if you could pick one thing, your mom's like, una cosa nomás. What are you getting?
Like, and I gotta choose some kind of pan dulce.
Yeah, like pan dulce. Yeah. You were a little kid. And
It's
you went to
either that
panaderia.
shit that looks like a blank cookie, like that one that looks just like
Oh, okay. I know what you're
it's
talking
like
about.
blank. It's like the shape of a cookie or a concha. I've always just
Yeah.
I
I like the cuerno.
I hate those, bro.
You don't like with the little cream shit in the
That-
middle?
oh, okay, well there's the ones with the cream and there's the one without. Either way, I don't like them.
Oh, you don't like them? I fuck with them heavy. How about the little muffins? The orange muffins? They got the orange taste to them. You know what I'm talking about?
Do they have the pink sand on there?
No, they got just a little muffin.
Oh, I know what you're talking
The
about.
basic
Yeah,
ass muffins.
basic ass muffins.
Yeah, but they're pretty bomb. They got the
they're
orange.
like the panaderia version of the bimbo ones.
Yeah. Those shits are fire, bro. You know those people start working early, dog?
Yeah, well, so
Like-
the bread has to rise. Yeah, it's early. Those people.
Well, I did not. I mean, as a little kid, you don't think about it. Shit's open at 7. They've been there since 3, 4 in the morning making that pan.
Yeah, they what is it? I don't know. Being a bread maker is it's kind of like the certain people in the restaurant business. Like, think about it. Those donut people, the people that have a donut shop, they have to get up and like they have to be there by 3, bro. 3:30, 4 o'clock. But if you're making it in house, tienes que poner la chingada, way. You gotta fill up everything because, it's not like the food inspector comes in every time, but you never know. Like, he doesn't even have to come in. All it takes is somebody to go into your trash can at night and say, "There's no donuts here." And they get fucking fucked up.
Do you think Starbucks losing money by not opening up earlier?
What are you talking about? They're like opening like 5 in the morning. Like when I go to the flea market on Sundays, like and I've gone early as fuck. Like they've been like They've been open at as early as like 4:30 in the morning, and the ones in Vegas are even open like 24/7 too.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Is there a 24-hour one in LA?
A what? A Starbucks?
There has to be.
There's a couple.
There's a couple, right? Yeah, that's I see the moneymaker right there.
You know, back to the fucking the fucking pan dulce talk. I don't like I'm a B1000, bro. I don't like the cream filling in like Latin pastries.
No?
That thick fucking white shit that looks like toothpaste. And it goes into I just don't like that shit, bro.
No.
That thick ass custard, I don't fuck with that shit. I would literally not have anything to do with the cake or something if I find out that, like, if they tell me it's tres leches but the bread is wet and they don't have that cream shit in the middle.
Oh, that's the best.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
Take
money
that cream
all
shit
day.
off. Yeah.
I'll fucking eat 3 pieces of that shit if I'm on a sick one. Like, but what is it if I find out it has that cream layer in the middle? Like, I'll literally be like, just throw the whole cake away. I don't want that shit.
You know what's one of the bombest cakes? The one that Costco sells. The chocolate Costco one. Put that shit in the
Is it a birthday cake?
No, it's a big chocolate cake one, like the one on Matilda. Remember the one the kids eating in Matilda? It looks like that. Has a lot of frosting, but if you take the frosting off and you put just a pan in the oven for like 10 seconds, oh, fool, it's fire, homie.
You know, people are saying, I don't think it's the same thing. That cream is not the same thing in the cannoli as the same in pan dulce.
You think it's different? It has to be different.
It's way different. The cream in the cannoli is a little bit whiter.
Yeah, this thing's tiene like it has like a nut look. It's like a yellow it's like a.
Your nut's not supposed to be coming out yellow.
Like that, but it's not white. It's not a white color though. Is what you're
No,
saying.
yeah.
The Mexican one is not white. It's for sure not a white
The
color.
Mexican one looks like fucking
I don't know what the fuck
like
I was
a
talking
part,
about.
like the color of the cream in the Mexican one looks like apartment walls that should have been repainted a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, you should have touched them bitches up a while ago. But the cannoli one is way different. Like just the texture on it, and it dissolves a lot easier, bro.
There's no good chocolate shit in a panaderia.
You know what I fucking hate, bro? In a panaderia, like why you gonna make donuts? Like when I see a Latino spot, like, and they even write it donas, like, you know what I mean? Instead of donuts, like they write DONAS, and I'm just like, come on, bro, like, you're a panaderia. Why the fuck are you making sugar donuts, bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie and fucking say that I haven't ordered one from there before, but yo, you guys like a Latino panaderia has like 60 other fucking selections of bread, and you're still gonna top of that try to make donuts.
Fool, I don't go to Porto's and find fucking donuts there.
Yeah,
Like, just
even though
you
they're
can,
a bakery.
Yeah, just because you can and you have the ingredients doesn't mean you fucking should. Like, keep it original. We don't need no fucking donuts there. If you go donuts, you go to the donut shop.
Like the ones that, like, what's the other, like Bimbo, that bitch ass bear.
Oh.
Fucking he makes that shit too, bro. Like, hey, fool, like, stick to making the Spanish fucking the Spanish fucking bread. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why you gotta go ahead and jump into and call it and change the name? They're called donuts, fool, not donuts.
How fire was a gansito though?
The gansito's one of its kind. Like,
dog, that's fucking fire, dog. You remember when they discontinued Twinkie? It's back though, right?
oh, they protested for that shit.
Yeah, full people don't fuck around.
By the way, let's not ignore the one and only Ray running the boards, holding it down for the second week in a row. What's up, Ray?
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
We're chilling, man. You're eating one of the conchas right now. How bomb are they?
They're pretty bomb.
They got a lot of it's full. Like, you know
Yeah.
how you want, because they
The
always
picture is there, bro. Like, the picture is fucking fire, bro.
And they're not so crumbly.
Yeah, they like, you can actually get a good bite and the picture will stay. So, like I said,
Oh,
if you
that
want to get
sucks.
some, hit me up.
Wow.
Those are fucking fire. Salute to La Concha plug.
How was Oakland?
Oakland was all kinds of things, but it was cool.
Yeah. Is it?
I went to the bad side, to the
I
good
was
side.
about to say, is it ghetto as they say? I've never been to Oakland. It's got its parts.
It's pretty ghetto.
But they were the first ones to ever have a defunded police I guess service.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, remember like the last time we went out there, that had barely taken place like 2 years ago. Ever since the last time we went, and like the streets are vacant, so they didn't even have enough people in their whole like department to cover the city. So they're just like, hey man, we're gonna give you a wait time.
Yeah, it's a vibe.
Like fucked up or what?
A little bit. Some parts are like really like, whoa, like, I don't know I don't know how a normal person can walk through this and not expect some shit to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Why, you seen some homeless or what?
Yeah,
A lot?
quite a bit.
Like around here type shit?
Something like that, yeah.
Damn, it's a different type of homeless. They have like
Yeah.
they have that water running by there too. Like the bay is all fucking water. So like they have those like outskirts of water. There were a lot of homeless fucking kick it.
I mean, it would be it'd be crazy to like make a survivor, and you get a homeless from every city, and see which is the real champion, which is the survivor. Like which out of all the homeless will make it out. The ones in LA can't make it out. They'd be done the first week.
I don't know, man. Like those, like
think
these
the
fools-
Chicago
these,
ones-
These fools are a bit organized, bro. Like they're like
No, I'm talking one. You just
Oh.
grab one. You grab one from Chicago, one from New York, one from Detroit, and you put them in like homeless
Survivor.
survivor for the homeless people, and you figure out like you give them a little bit of money.
I think those fools would end
you
up
figure
killing.
out which ones ends up being like.
That's the same concept as bum fights, though.
But you're not getting them to fight. You're actually seeing which one's a fucking an actual survivor, kind of like Survivor. But quieres el más chingón, like which one can figure out how to fucking end up getting their drug fix, end up getting a car, whatever the fuck it is. A crackhead would be to win win the prize.
You know, every time I see one of these fools, dog, like the real fucking reality that sets in for me is like when I see somebody down the street walking and they're like talking to themselves, and I take a guess, I'm like, this fool's got to be like what, like late 30s, early 40s. If I see, like, just thinking of the bum I saw today, and I think like you kind of gotta not gotta hope, but you kind of have to be like, you know what, either this fool has an early grave because the drugs fucking take him out, but like that's a person that they're gonna fucking go from their late 30s to 40s to 50s and just age in these fucking streets. And during that time, more and more are gonna accumulate. And there's no solution. Like, you get me? Like, even if you were to take that one person out of there, it'd be very hard to find that one individual that'll be like, all right, you gave me a home in rehab, I'm gonna change it around. Like, dog, there's a lot of crazy shit out in these fucking streets. And I always think about that shit. Like, every time I see like a 30-year-old homeless, I'm just like, damn, like, let's just say this fool makes it to like 60 years old. He's gonna fucking drift the next 30 years, and we're like, not that we're gonna have to deal with it, but like our taxes are paying for that shit. It's gonna be out in the street. Like, there really is no fucking solution for that
He's
shit.
just gonna get normal disease, normal old age people shit, arthritis.
But they're gonna go out faster than that, because like, think about it, like if you put a regular grandma or a grandpa out in the street, they're not gonna last that long.
Like,
They're
what's
gonna
the
die.
oldest homeless you think you've seen? I know they look like they're 100, all of them, but like on the real, what's the oldest living homeless you think that's out right now, still fucking kind of toughing it out?
Like,
60?
it's got to be those like old like those not Vietnam veterans, but like the last of the World War II, not World War II, but like the Gulf veterans or some shit like that. Like those people that went to the last real war that we fucking
Vietnam,
had.
yeah,
Yeah, like Vietnam, and like there's probably a couple of those that they're probably solid and kicking almost 70. I don't think you can make it past a certain age over there. Like, I mean, how, like, what are you gonna, like, seriously, dog, like, what are you gonna do if you're like, if you require a walker, you can't get up no more, te vas a morir, you're gonna fucking shoot up enough heroin to die. Because think about it, you never see any of these fools like become super old and like,
No, I'm saying I'm not. Now that I sit here and think about it, I've never seen like an old ass homeless.
like an abuelito time.
Yeah,
homeless.
no, never seen that. Nah. I've seen that they're homeless. They're probably in their 50s. I've seen 50, but not a 67-year-old. I don't even think I've seen 65.
Yeah, like, what do you, like,
I've seen some
60, a 65-year-old? You think? I mean, we
Yeah.
don't know their age, but you think he was up there with
Yeah.
that, pushing that age?
for sure.
yeah, I
In
think
LA.
there's a fool like by exposition that post up like that. He's an old ass viejito, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, fool, not everybody's gonna give you money. And like you know what I'm saying? Like after a while, like this is what you depend on. You like, let's just say one day shit hits the fan or recession, like all these fools are just gonna be like, hey, what's que te mueras. You know what I mean? Like there's really no solution on that shit. I don't know. I was tripping. I was just like going down the fucking rabbit hole, and I was just like, damn. I was like, these fools are just gonna age. There's no actual solution for it. They're like stuck in the drug.
I mean, we also know there's kids out there.
But a lot of those cases though, like
You think
they,
the government picks them
they
up?
actually give a fuck about these cases. There's enough fucking people that are woke and fucking are out there looking around. They're like, yo, like we heard a kid's voice, like let's help you. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
those-
Because that's like
okay.
priority. Like with
Like,
a
they
lot
got
of these
shelters for them,
with
yeah.
a lot of these organizations, dog. If you see a kid homeless out there with the family, like they try to get on that shit quick, bro. Because like, you know what I mean? Like, not that I'm saying everybody puts the children first, but there's organizations that'll be like, fuck that, bro.
Imagine what that kid's seen. Even 1 or 2 days on Skid Road. Too much, like shit that he will never forget. Shit that would be traumatizing.
I mean, those are the
I
kids.
go down Skid Road and I see shit where I can't fucking I can't believe. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like those are motherfuckers that for sure like. Cause come on, dog. Like I saw an interview on Soft White Underbelly, and there was this lady who like lived with her daughter, and she was talking. Like he asked her, like, "Oh, what was the craziest thing you seen?" And he was like, "The guy staying next to us like died one morning," and like she's like saying she's saying it very innocently, and like you kind of feel sad, bro, because you're like, "Yo, this kid is innocent." Like
How
you know,
old was the kid?
the kid was like at least like 7. She was a little girl, fool. Yeah, like and I'm just like, damn, dude, like a kid to be exposed to something like that, like what the fuck? Yeah, like, well, just like, you know, you're staying in a tent on Skid Row, and she's like, oh, yeah, the person that was staying next to us just woke up dead, and I had to see the body. They picked him up, and just like, damn.
And but whoever picked up that dead body didn't see her there and be like, you can't be here.
What do you mean?
Like she said that they picked him up, right? The body.
Yeah.
That the ambulance doesn't see. The
It's
little
not the
girl
city.
there?
It's not the city or the government that's rescuing these kids are out there. It's
So
like
the cops can't do that.
no, the cops could go ahead and do it. Like the cops know there's kids out there, bro, but they're not gonna spend all the CPS fucking sources on that and try to help everybody out because, like, you know what I mean? Like that's just not the way it works. Sadly, it's all these third party organizations that actually have like these John Walsh stories of like I want to rescue like kids and I want to make a fucking difference and shit like that. You know, because I imagine it does get pretty fucking fucked up out there, man. Like, and it's like there's no real fucking solution to it. Like, you know, like it's not like you could fucking go like this, bro. Like it's not like you could go over there to Skid Row and tell these fools, all right, we're gonna give you whatever you want, and then at the end of every bag you give them, you get the Men in Black fucking thing and just fucking wipe the memory and say, all right, you're not addicted to drugs, you're not addicted to nothing. Go find a job, and you know what I mean. Like,
You think they would take that? Like, let's say
they would have no choice.
No. Well, I mean, let's think. That's pretty crazy if the government makes you do things without. But like, let's say there was.
They have.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
Oh, I know they have. Oh, for sure they have to. Yeah. But like, let's say there was like a potion or something where if you took this, you'd stop doing drugs, but you'd forget all your memories. Do you think there's people that would do it?
Bro, I believe it. I believe that there's a lot of people out there that they know there's a lot of users of drugs out there, bro, that they're conscious and they know why they use the drug, bro. And it's like when you're using drugs, it's kind of like you're filling a void. So it could be substituted with anything, but essentially it's not gonna go away till you really work through it. You know what I mean? When you're filling that void. So a lot of these people, like, when I see these interviews and somebody's like, yeah, like, it's like, tell me about your childhood. It's like, I got raped when I was 7. And then they shot me up with heroin and my mom sold me. And I'm over here. I was like, yo, like, you got to fucking do a special kind of fucking offer to have this person really voluntarily change because you've been growing up with pain like that. That's somebody that they're living with that pain that will probably give anything to have an experience to be like, just make it all go away. Because there's a lot of people, the people that die in anguish with drugs, a lot of them are like, they kind of just want that escape. Like I've never like from the drugs that we've like partaken on, like I've never used any of those drugs to ever like from go to a sense and say I just want to forget it all. Fuck it. Like this is it for me. Like I've never gone with that mentality. And I think the moment if that ever happens, you know, like you gotta recognize that that's a problem. But when you're looking at it like that, like there's no more control, dog. It's like that's the only thing that could take your pain away, dog. Like thankfully, I don't think anything has happened in anybody here's life that has this like feeling like that. I mean, we've gone through some shit, but like when you look at the people that you're like, damn, why do you shoot up heroin every day? Like, well, I was like, if I got fucking.
There's a couple people that I know that probably have had a crazy life where if they ended up there, I'd be like, yeah, that fucking sucks.
If I had to take a guess, these are people that are privileged.
No, this girl. Well, I had this homegirl, this white girl. She was like, okay, yeah, she was kind of privileged, but her dad was crazy, bro. Like maniacs. Like he was like pretty abusive and shit like that. So at one point I remember that she missed school this one day and we were real cool. And she told me that her mom and her dad got in a huge fight, that her mom just was going crazy, that she just grabbed the coffee pot and poured it on herself.
What?
Like that's the type of shit this girl lived in every day, bro. Like it was crazy. And it was one of those girls when I found out that she got addicted to heroin and crack. Even my dad was like, la vida no wasn't taking care of her in a weird kind of way. But she's out of it now. she went to rehab and shit. But it was one of those people where I was like, yeah, that's why you end up there when you have crazy shit. Imagine watching your mom. She literally says she watched her mom, her and her dad were yelling. She's like, dude, they were arguing like crazy, like usual. But at this point, my mom was just over it, and she just grabbed the coffee pot hot and just poured it on herself.
That's some crazy shit.
That's crazy shit, bro. That's like shit that you will never not see. You can't forget that.
Yeah, when you deal with trauma like that, bro, that I don't know, man. Like, I can't speak for those people, but looking at all those interviews, it made me kind of look at the other side of the coin. Like you know, who's a crazy nutcase that I always wondered that, like, I saw this shit, that him go off the rails, and I really wonder what happened to dude Orlando Brown from That's So Raven.
That guy?
Yo, that shit flips me out to this day.
Well, what happened?
Yo, like that, like, all right, or like for all those of you guys that know Orlando Brown, like, he was the friend in That's So Raven, the her other black friend, the dude, and he knew about everything in the whole series, and then he just fell off the rails. Like, he got caught in San Bernardino smoking meth. He got caught like stealing shit. He like started making rumors and going doing interviews, and him saying, "Oh yeah, I fucked Raven when she was 15," and doing all this shit. Yeah, like, yo, he was like this fucking story was fucking wild, and to this day, like, he's still making outlandish like statements, and you know, it's like the drugs
like
really, yeah, the drugs really fucked him up. But I'm like, yo, homie, what happened? You have been successful for like in the morning, like, you know, at the beginning of your career and the dawn of your career, bro. You were successful.
He said he ate Raven out for days.
Huh?
He said he ate Raven out for days.
Yeah, that's what he said, bro.
Damn.
Like, he was like, yeah, what is it? Raven gave me and he fucking made that noise to that bop, fucking like that. Like, he was like, yeah, she gave me the bop, but he made the noise like that leads up to that fucking drop, you know?
Right.
Like, the interview was out there. Like, and there's other people out there that are on some crazy shit. Like, who's that motherfucker that's always that's saying what is it? Tell me you didn't just drop this out your pocket, man. Remember B-Rose always making his voice?
Yeah, that guy. What about him?
Terrence, is that Terrence Howard?
Terrence Howard.
That motherfucker's another person who went off the rails too. Yo, like, he wasted fucking like professional graduates' time and was like, this is like the Ivy League of scientists and shit. And this motherfucker comes up there all cracked out and starts explaining this fucking theory, and they're all staring at him. They're like, yo, like, you're on. This is like some real fucking meth talk right here. We were just talking about. Ray had no idea of it.
Oh, dude, this fool literally says that
Hi, nice to meet you.
He's on.
ate out Raven Simone and shit
Yeah.
like that. Like, it's fucking deep, and Raven doesn't even talk about it.
I thought Raven was lesbian, to be honest. Like, I thought she was lesbian for a while, and then like she went on Sway in the morning, and you know, she was like, yeah, I got 2 kids, and they're not like Ricky Martin kids, you know what I mean? Where like he got them off the tube and shit.
She's the only one that her rerun show has made it. I got a season 2.
She's the most successful sitcom for Disney to this day. Like, the actual like animated. Introduce the guest, Xavier.
So we got a guest.
Which camera? There's so many
Okay,
cameras.
this one right here.
Porno. Oh. I've never filmed a porno. I've just seen.
Yeah, so introduce yourself. That way I don't fuck it up and give you a
Mac.
government name.
Mac.
Just Mac.
Mac. Well, the government name's already out there,
Yeah.
so it's all right.
Catherine McLawson, right?
Yeah,
There
I
you-
just go by Mac.
Cool, Mac. Nice. Thank you for joining us.
My family, they all call me Catherine, but there's the only people. I got a pink one.
Yeah.
This is so cute. I really need some weed after the past couple days.
The joint fights breast cancer.
Whoa. It's been a while.
When's the last time you smoked?
A couple days, but it's been a while because I've been in Florida. They don't have a lot of good weed there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's really bad
What made you move out there? Because you lived here,
You
right?
moved out there?
because of COVID.
And then you came back?
I come back like just to do work stuff, like shows, podcasts. You know,
I mean, was it a whole? And how long did you live out here for?
3 years.
Were you raised in Florida?
I was raised in Virginia.
Oh damn, that's like a whole 360. Like, I would, like, if I had to choose, I'm like, I'm choosing earthquakes over snakes and gators.
I don't know. I don't mind it. I like the humidity. I like the weather. I have a sick apartment with a nice view, so I think that's part of the reason why I stayed.
Dude, when people say they love community, I can't comprehend
Okay,
that.
well, yeah, no, I've
Yeah.
never heard nobody say that because we had a smoke box earlier, and like somebody was like, it feels like Miami, and I was like, man, every time somebody says something like that when it's all humid, I was like, there's nothing pleasant about that to
Yeah,
me.
no.
Like, I was like being like all like swamp cooler status. You know what I mean? Like, you know what happens when you leave a swamp cooler over on? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Dude, the concept of taking a shower and starting to sweat the second you get out,
I like.
I can't comprehend that.
Well,
I'm like,
I think I'm like always cold, so I like it. And then plus my nails, my hair, everything grows better in Florida.
oh, does it
Sounds
really?
kinda weird, yeah, but it's.
Oh shit.
what, like, do you live in the part of Florida where like you can actually see, like, you can go to your backyard or like see like the back of the building and be like, yeah, there's snakes back there.
Yeah, I mean, there's like little lizards everywhere. I live like right on the water, so my backyard I can like see like manatees.
Oh damn, like by the ocean.
Yeah.
Damn, that's scary.
He hates the
Oh,
ocean.
you hate it? Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like almost sometimes I'm on my balcony. I feel like I could like fall in.
You know, like whenever, I mean, beachfront is always like craziest, but I'm like, I get it. It's a dope view. It looks dope, and it's beautiful, right? It's breathtaking. But like after seeing like, I guess now seeing every time there's a tsunami in fucking Thailand or fucking Vietnam, wherever these countries that have tsunamis, and I see what happens, bro. Like I'm like, fuck that, bro. I mean, when the ocean decides to throw up, everything's going, bro. Like
Is that what you call it when the ocean decides
that's what
to
it
throw
does,
up?
bro. It throws up.
And Miami's gonna be the first place to go underwater when
Oh.
that shit happens.
Your building's done.
My building's already almost done. You know what's so crazy is when you know the building that collapsed in Miami.
Oh shit.
I heard it.
You
That's
heard
how close
that?
I was to it. I heard it in the middle. I was
Oh,
like,
I
what
forgot
was
about that.
That's what happens.
And
Did
then-
those people get paid out?
Yeah. They
Yeah,
got real
because-
taken care of.
Yeah,
People died, fool.
the ones that
People's
are alive. The ones that are alive.
Yeah. But so you heard that shit?
Yeah, I heard it. I thought it was like fireworks. I was like, why are there fireworks going on? And then I like opened up Twitter and it was like all this shit about a collapsing building. And my building's old too.
Did you run over there like 9/11 and shit? Like, let me go check this out.
It was a little too far away. It was like over the bridge. I'm like, I'm gonna let them handle
So
that.
did your building like all of a sudden inspect everything? Because that's what I'm thinking. If I own a
called.
building, if I own a
Yeah.
building and I just saw that happen, I'm like, yo, dog, like
Yeah.
make sure all the inspections are getting done tomorrow.
But the thing is, people in Florida are lazy. They're so lazy. I don't even think they inspected after that. But I called twice. I was like, can you please inspect my building? Because I'm afraid to go to sleep at night now. So
Like, how high are you?
I'm on the 8th floor.
Okay, that's not too bad.
I'm
like,
definitely gonna
yeah.
die though, for sure.
she already knows. She already got that in her
I've
mind.
been
I'm
thinking about
dying.
it.
No, like after hearing these like the heroic 9/11 stories, like you're like, yo, you made it from 440th? Like, damn, bitch, how fast did you run? Like, yo, like,
That
'cause
is
no,
so
there's
true.
people.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
like
Yeah,
there's
that's
people
true.
that literally like I don't know if they fucking turned into Sonic and just rolled all the way down there or like, cause like, but then again, it's fight or flight.
No, definitely.
Probably
Like-
Spider-Maning down the middle of it. I totally would.
Like if you know like if you're being chased like with somebody that like has a gun but like you have enough of a jump start to like get away where they might miss where they aim, you're gonna run the fastest you ever ran before. Like I've been in a situation where like, yo, we're gonna get jumped if we get caught here, and fools were like, damn dog, I didn't know you could run that fast. I was like, I could beat everybody, dog. They were just like, where the hell was this energy coming from? Fight or flight is a whole different animal, dog.
Very true. Very true.
You know what else I don't fuck with the ocean? Riptides. The moment you decide to get friendly with the water, you got that little sneaky fucking asshole that just gonna starts pulling you into the middle.
Yeah. You gotta swim sideways.
Even then,
You gotta
it's
swim
quick
sideways
though.
to get out of the riptide. Yeah.
Like even then, it's fucking quick. Like it's pulling you as it's going, and no matter like you can't even panic, bro. Like water's not good, bro. Water and panic don't mix.
That's true. You gotta just go with it.
Yeah.
My granny taught me that when I was a kid.
Well, that's what happens when you're scuba diving. Even if you panic, you'll suck up the air and you'll consume it faster. So even like when you panic, you gotta sit there and take calm breaths because you'll fuck up that air tank.
See those kind of things where like if you're underwater, like we see those people and they're like with the whole suit and scuba diving, and I'm just like, the moment I go like this and I look around, I'm like, I'm nothing but water here. This tank were to go out, I'll start panicking, bro.
I was about to ask. So you and your girl never gonna experience that scuba diving?
Oh yeah, I'll do it if she's like we're gonna go to Hawaii or some shit like that. I'd be like, all right, cool, let's go do this fucking this
No,
fucking
nothing,
tour.
no deep. Nah,
Nah,
like
hell
no.
no. I'm not going in no fucking shark cage and none of that shit. Nah,
I did that.
I'll go where all the little gay fish
So
are
you got
at.
in the
You know what I
shark
mean?
tank?
Like,
I've swam with sharks twice, but it's so funny. Like they say, like how white people like just do dangerous things
They
for
do.
fun. Yeah, I've done all the dangerous things.
how old were you when the last time you did? You said twice, by the way. I was like once wasn't enough. Like
You-
I was 21.
both times.
Yeah, it was the same trip. One time was like with them, and then the other time they had a feeding tank below us. So we went out and they fed like below us, and we swam over them while they fed. It's pretty scary.
And when you were in the cage, what was going through your head?
I was so depressed at the time. I was like, "Fuck it, if this
If
dog
he
dies,
eats
it's
me, he's
fucking
doing me a
cool."
favor.
Yeah, it was during the darkest time of my life that I was doing the craziest shit. So
I mean, but
Damn,
there's
see, hey, maybe that is
Depression's
why,
good.
Maybe that is why white people do crazy shit.
We're all
like
fucking
underlying,
depressed.
they're depressed.
Yeah,
they low key
yeah,
do it
yeah.
because they low key want to die.
Well,
they
we
just
don't
don't
have
want to
any-
admit it.
We don't have any real reasons to be depressed, so we just like,
there's not enough adversity.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're
like,
trying to
like-
create adversity first.
Yeah, like,
That's
we're
actually
like-
one of my bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't fully developed, but thanks, you just helped.
I
me
went
with it.
Shark Tank diving because nobody's racist towards me. Yeah, like
Oh, we've talked about this. I feel bad for when black people go on Shark Tank for fucking.
Damon's there.
Damon,
Damon's like,
yeah.
they're all looking at Damon like, come on, my nigga.
Yeah, they don't
Like-
even want to deal with anyone else. They just look at the black guy like,
That's
yo,
so
we're
funny.
homies. Like, hook it up.
Yo,
please.
it is-
Like, you
it-
gotta give me the deal.
And then the fucking asshole, Mr. Wonderful, is like, come on, Damon, give him a deal. like I'm like, bro, like you're a
So
fucking
true.
dick, bro. Like, of
Bro,
course.
if there was a Mexican one on there, you know I'd be looking at homeboy. I'd be coming Spanish. I'd be tuyo. I would just make the.
I'd be like, cállate, Barbara.
Yeah.
Let me talk Spanish to this
I would
fool.
just make the pitch in Spanish. I wouldn't. I'd be like, yo, this is irrelevant to you guys. This is me. The deal's
Be
here
like,
for
you're not
me."
buying into this ceviche company, fucking Mr. Wonderful. Shut the fuck up. Let me talk
What
business.
rich Mexican do you think they would or they should have on?
They gotta have the hot Cheeto guy.
You think the hot Cheetos?
The guy who made hot Cheetos. They gotta have him. Who else is the guy who owns Humex? He's like one of the
Okay.
second richest Mexicans
down.
ever.
That's hilarious.
And then like, well, I don't think it's happened yet in the Mexican underworld where like there's somebody walking around like Sammy the Bull. You know how like Sammy the Bull, he's doing interviews, he has a
Don
podcast.
Francisco?
Is he that rich? Can you look up how much is his net worth? Like what's Don Fran? I bet you. Let's take a guess. He hasn't been Me Too'd either.
No, which is I've been telling
And
you.
I'm
it's just a matter of
surprised because
time.
every time
it's
like those
Mexico,
models,
dog.
he'll just be grabbing on the hip too much.
It's not a trend in Mexico yet. They're still creeping. Everyone's still creeping out there in Mexico.
This was in Miami though. Don Francisco
Oh,
is
yeah.
like
That is Miami,
yeah.
huh?
$200 million.
Yeah, he could be on there,
This
bro.
guy?
Yeah,
Don Francisco.
He's
Yeah,
like,
you've seen him.
he had the talk show on Saturdays like for the 90s. It was the highest rating talk show
You've
and
seen
game
him.
show on Univision.
Oh.
Yeah, like
He's real creepy. Like he'd
He
have
seems real creepy, yeah, for sure.
he'd have hot chicks come on the show and he'd always like hold them. You know, like regular TV host shit.
But not,
like,
but
yeah.
it wasn't like, yo, you're not like they were actually they look good though, bro. Like
Oh,
they
yeah.
had nice dresses on. It wasn't like like, hey, look, you can see through this bra. They was like looking like some Latin weather girls. Like they was looking fine.
Oh my
Like
god.
that's the only reason Latinos know the weather, dog. Like straight up, bro. Like if they would dress up, if they would. Have you noticed in the Spanish news, there's never a guy, weather guy.
See, they were always something like that.
Oh, okay.
It was always something like that. But you would always see
You
them
get real handsy.
real by the waist, kind of
stand up.
almost butt.
Like
Oh.
the rule
Made of
is
good.
above like the waist, like where the belt's at. But it's like yo, he would sometimes some of them I'm like, yo, dude, that's like below her hip, dog.
Like
chill.
he would be the Harvey Weinstein,
Weinstein
of
of
for
Mexico.
Mexicans. Definitely, I'd be like that would be like when it happens. I'm like everyone's
To
gonna
be
like,
clear,
yo,
he's
yo.
not Mexican, Xavier.
What is he?
I think he's like Argentinian or some shit, right?
Oh wow,
He's from Chile.
Oh, he's
I was
from
racist of you guys.
I know.
I was not the one racist. It was you guys.
Yeah, like Xavier's over here. I was like, yeah, he's in Miami, dog. How many Mexicans you know up in Miami, dog?
That's what I was
Yeah.
wondering. I was like, what
Was-
rich Mexican
so is
in
that
Miami?
so you
That's
lived
my
here?
type.
So you lived here and you learned all the whole Mexican shit, right? And then
Oh.
you go over there, it's different.
It's like
It's like Cubans and like the dark
Different.
Latins.
different, but a lot of similarities. But I like both.
Like out there, bro, it's like you get all the Santeria Latinos and the fucking dark the dark as like the ones that are Sen Dogs color, but they all speak Spanish. Yeah,
you
like-
the Factor Santeria, would it be different over there? Is it known to be like more popular? Or like
they have four interpretations, but it's way more popular out there. And then obviously it's way more because it's more popular. It's way more easy than you're gonna fall into a scam out there.
is there a priest for you guys?
I mean,
No, not a priest like a pope. My bad, a pope.
No, that's what you consider your godfather. You have to go to like your godfather is assigned to you. Choose who you ever want to go to. You're like, yo, if this motherfucker that read me right here read me legit and everything was 100, I'm gonna stick with him. You know what I'm saying? But if I go over there and this motherfucker's telling me like, yo, your aunt died and my aunt, like all my aunts are alive, it's like this full of shit. You know what I'm saying? But out there, I just saw that whole video on that whole pyramid schemes like psychic shit. It was a popular thing in the 90s, like that whole Miss Cleo shit. You know that bitch was an actor?
No way.
Yeah, that character was like for a comedy sitcom show. And then like and they told her, they're like, yo, just go along with it. We're gonna run it as a parody. And they like made her the face of that company. And like they would try, like they would promise him 3 minutes, but they would like that would be whole time, and then they'll charge him 5. What is it per minute? Like they're using her, and she's only getting paid like 20 cents a fucking phone call or something like that.
Whoa.
While these dudes are raking in like I want to say it was $1 billion industry, like a whole scam, and like she died like not too like I want to say like almost 10 years ago, But she like the last interview she had, she was all crying about it. She was like, I didn't even want to scam them. Like this was a comedy character, which is like, call me now. Like that was a part of like a sketch thing, bro. Like
crazy.
she did that character for like a Mad TV kind of fucking what is
You know
it
what that
program.
reminds- That's how they killed. That's how that Jim Jong Un guy, the from North Korea dictator, killed his brother or something. They made these people think they were part of a game show.
No
And
way.
yeah, they thought they were part of a game show and they were gonna blow powder into people's face, and they ended up telling them to do it to that person. And when they did it,
On
they were part
purpose?
of a crime. No, they were just people that were part of the game. They were like
Oh.
hosting the game. Like, hey, I'm
Oh.
gonna be. Someone came up to them like, hey, do you want to be part of a game? They're like, yeah. You're gonna prank people, and what is it? Doesn't consist of? You're gonna blow powder into them, and they're gonna supposed to laugh. We're gonna record it, and they ended up being part
So
of it.
somebody did it to Kim Jong's brother.
Yeah, he set it up to kill him, but it was like an inside job. And these girls, like, you can sit there and they were real innocent.
So what, they
just
blew
trying to-
poison in his face pretty much?
Yeah, and that's why he
That's
died.
So his brother murked him?
Yeah, his brother murked him.
You know what though? That
Cause for his dictator shit. Like he went and talked shit on Jim Jong Un. Like, when you're a dictator, you
Is
kill
that, say his
people.
name again,
I
Xavier?
can't say it. Jim Jong Un.
His name is Kim Jong-un.
Yeah,
Kim Jong
Dude,
Un. I don't know
yeah.
why I know it so well.
yeah.
It's on the
He's
news.
crazy.
You know, but you know what's crazy though? That's like that that's that Asian competition, bro. Like you ever like I had Asian homies in Northridge, dog, and I was like, these fools like brothers and sisters, and I'm just like, yo, why y'all take this shit so serious? Like it's almost like they're competing for like to make their parents
That's how they
proud.
get good grades.
And I was
Mexicans
flipping
did
out.
it
I
more
was,
often. I didn't give a fuck when my sister
but
got
you know
an
what
A,
though?
I'm like, good for her.
If the fucking if the prize was like when report cards are due, somebody's gonna get an M3 and I'm gonna get this bitch ass fucking like hybrid Beamer. I'm gonna probably try to strive to get that M3.
Yeah, but
like,
we
'cause,
didn't
like,
get that shit.
I remember he like my homie broke it down to me and he was just like, yeah, he's like, it's fucked up, man. He's like, there's a lot of pressure. He's like, you kind of have to be good at it. He's like, otherwise you're not gonna get none of the good stuff from your family, and they look at you as like kind of like not a failure. They won't like tell you that, but it's like they, you know, when somebody's hinting at that, bro,
My family was like that. My mom was like that.
like they give you that Malcolm in the
Yeah.
Middle pressure.
Yeah, but I mean, my parents got divorced, and then it was like, well, you guys suck too, so we can all suck. But yeah, when I was a kid, we were real competitive like that. That's for real. Once my mom smoked weed, I was like, oh, I can do whatever I want now. My mom smoked weed.
You're telling me, damn, I can't wait.
Can't wait for your parents to get divorced.
No, I can't. I can't wait till my kid finds out I smoke weed. He's like, man, I can do whatever the fuck I want then.
She was so anti everything drugs, and then I found out that she smoked weed and cheated on my dad, and I was like, well, now I can have sex and do drugs and become a prostitute. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn, she cheated on your dad.
Yeah.
Like how like
Sorry to put your business out there, mom. But
nah, it
yeah.
happens a lot in Latin families.
To be
No,
honest,
it's-
I would have cheated on him too. He's an asshole. So.
were you like at an age though where you're like, I got things going on, like it's not
No,
that.
no.
Or were you like a little kid?
I was like a little bitch about it. I fucking cried
yeah?
for like yeah. I was homeschooled too, so.
Oh,
It
that
was like
really,
my
that
whole
really,
world.
that really fucked your
it
shit
really
up.
Fucked up. And
Yeah, that's a whole different divorce.
because of the divorce, I couldn't file for college because the taxes. So it fucked up my college too.
Damn.
Do you guys have a drink? Or just
Yeah.
weed?
Yeah, no.
Just strictly weed?
Yeah.
Anything.
Alcoholic, non-alcoholic.
Yeah, alcoholic. What is
Yeah.
that? That looks
There's like what?
Something
There's like
like
some in
that.
the fridge.
cool. Sorry I'm late, even though it's already been time. Are these real?
Yeah. You take mushrooms?
No, not on set.
No, I'm not saying that on set, but like, have you taken mushrooms before?
Yeah. I actually had a brain injury a few years ago, and mushrooms really, really helped.
You know, it's a recent they've like been proven to rebuild brain tissue.
Yeah, that's
brain
what I'm
tissue.
saying. Yeah, I had been reading some articles about that and my recovery, and I was like, well, let me just try them.
Was that just like, hey, it happened in my body, or did you fall off a bike, or?
No, it was a person.
Oh shit! Damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know. Trauma
Brain
is-
injury. Jesus.
That's how you build a comedian. Just
That's how through trauma.
put them through a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I guess so.
Jeez, I was like, no wonder you're like every time you're like, fuck it, I'm leaving here, I'm coming here. Yeah. So what do
I'm
you?
going everywhere. I just
Yeah.
running away from myself. Nah, I actually just moved because I did like a year of COVID here. I don't know if I'm too far away, but I did like a year of COVID here, and I was like, there's nothing else for me to do.
When a city like LA like stops, like there's like, you know, like if you're an entrepreneur, entertainer, like
Yeah.
it's like your money stops and there's nothing to do, and either you're gonna develop a habit or
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly.
I saw that happen with a lot of friends.
Me too. And so Miami was open at the time. I was still working in nightlife, so I moved out there, and I just never left. Pretty much.
Is the comedy scene different from Miami than out here?
Yes.
How
It's
so?
a little smaller. It's grown a lot since I've been out there. I also think comics there are a little more supportive. Not all of them.
I'm glad you point that out.
Not
Yeah.
all of them. Because I have a great friend group of comedians, strictly comedians out here that I love and are super supportive. But just as a whole, I think it's a little more supportive out there. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'd say that.
Would-
I
like
agree.
like more in a community sense type.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. There's
We
like,
have each other's back. Oh, it's there's still competition.
but there's less ego.
There's less ego.
You know, I felt the same way when I went to
Yeah.
Canada. That's why they're like, yo, man, like I still keep in contact with my friends in Canada that I met out there and embraced me,
Yeah.
even though it was my first time and I went out there and,
Yes.
and did stuff. And like to this day, I'm like still cool with them. And I've known comics out here that only time I see them is like whenever like there's an event pop in
Or
or
you
something.
do
Yeah.
something
Or I
cool.
do something cool and they
Yeah,
want some
it's
stage
fucking weird,
time. And I'm
bro.
just like, yeah, I'm like,
Fucking
yeah,
weird.
yeah.
But I mean, I have a lot of amazing comedian friends out here. But I'm just saying, like,
What
in a
about
general
the
sense.
what about the crowds for like for open mics? Because I think
Um,
here when you go to open mics, everyone's in the business. No one gives a fuck about your shit.
Yeah.
You're literally performing to yourself
I
at an
don't
open mic sometimes. Is it more different? Do you get more like actual people that
Yes,
want to
it's-
laugh?
Yeah, so all the open mics are technically shows, to be honest, out there. I mean, you'll have some really small shows. They only have like 5 to 10 people. But in the crowds are really good too.
Yeah, because that's what everyone says. They're like, dude, it's just people who want to go to
People are
watch. You
happy
hear
out.
everyone's in the business. Everyone's either a manager or trying
Yeah.
to do something, an
Yeah,
actor.
people there just
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
through
no,
it.
I can understand that. It's like you're right. Like if you do go to a show in LA and it's like at one of the clubs, you better know in your head that 20% or 25% of that crowd is there
Trying to
working.
make it. Yeah.
Is they're working, and then that 10% is other comics that are just like, I want to try this material somewhere in Jersey. We're like,
Yeah.
bro. Like, does that not? Does it? I mean, you ever think about that, bro? Like, you know how like when people would be like, yeah, like such and such steals jokes, and he'll be sitting in the back of the club. Like, I always wonder that, bro. Like, somebody that's already on the road and you're getting established, and then they just write your jokes and go do them somewhere else, and you'll never know.
Well, that's. I mean, yeah. You don't think
Film every
comics.
set.
Yeah, you don't think comics go to like when I go with Sam to like a Utah show. You don't think there's a comic there watching our shit to use it at his other show?
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, and no one's gonna know Sam's bit because no one saw Sam's bit.
Yeah,
He's
They're
gonna
there
think
one-
that
he's
dude
there
is
once
funny.
a year. He's there
Yeah.
once a year. Unless you saw his special, just
Yeah.
don't do shit on his special.
Well, you know what? Something that I've noticed too, which is really embarrassing for these comics, but I've seen comics use memes and tweets in their set, like very like popular memes.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like,
And
they're
I'm
like,
like, bro, come on, we've all seen it. It's a fucking like.
you know what was the worst one that I saw when it was like, it's not the journal, it's the struggle. I was just like, yo, dude, like
Stop
this,
saying
like.
that.
Yeah, I was over here. I was like, yo, the joke was already good, and you just had to add this corny shit at the end.
Bro.
And then people were like, of course, like hack motherfuckers were all laughing, but I'm just like, yo, like, did you just throw a meme in there? And
I
people,
think that's so weird.
people's material ends up in memes all the time too. If you're like a famous
Yeah.
comic, like, I can see why you wait to release your stuff for a special as compared to
like
like, just,
Barcena, his shit's always all over TikTok.
Yeah.
Like that's his joke, and the TikTokers literally just sit
TikTok
there.
is weird, bro. And you know what I noticed is that a lot of my creator friends, they'll do the same video. I'm talking like
all exactly the same,
like
just with
bigger
them in
ones.
it.
And they'll do the same thing. They'll all just copy each other. And I'm like, I get it because you know it works, so it's gonna go viral, so it's a numbers thing. But it's like,
It's not creative.
where's the
Yeah.
passion for the art? You know, I don't know,
no authenticity.
the authenticity.
Well, it's just a dance. It's like a dance.
Yeah.
All you're doing is a dance.
Yeah,
Well, it's almost like receive like a challenge. You know what I mean? Like somebody will be like, oh, they made this video that pertain to this to this part of this special, or like a Felipe Esparza like clip or whatever, and somebody will make one clip and be like, yeah, my drug dealer did this joke, and then they'll make a skit. Then somebody else will be like, I'm just gonna do that with my take and just copy that same
Yep.
format just because it works, and you're just copy and pasting the same shit but just different characters.
yeah.
It's like playing Street Fighter,
Like
like you're.
copying intellectual property, to be honest.
And some comics do speak out about that. Like Felipe speaks out about that shit. He's talked about that shit in his podcast. He was like, I don't be putting all my new shit out there. I don't like people recording on my show sometimes because somebody records a good fucking laugh and I'm experimenting with some shit. They go home, make it into a meme, they get the likes and it's done. It's the internet's joke. It's no longer yours.
That's crazy.
For real, like you could
No,
be
yo.
trying some new material. Somebody's like, that's funny. Let me make this meme while I'm still at the show. Post it up. It goes viral. Your clip is like, oh, you copied that meme. Like, no, bitch, I made it.
Well, I mean, the only way to say it's yours is that's why a lot of comics tweet their jokes. Because
Yeah.
there's a timestamp. That's mine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or
That's
record
mine.
it.
Or you could record
Yeah.
your sets.
Yeah.
I record my sets.
All
It's
of
like the best thing ever. I think that's like
audio,
more.
Definitely a
like
fan.
video too.
No, I do video. I'm gonna be releasing my comedy soon.
Okay, cool. Exciting. Is that
What?
exciting?
Yeah, I'm excited just
Yeah.
to see if I suck or if all these guys have been just trying to fuck me for 3 years.
That's how long you been. That's how long you been. You been in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah.
Where'd
After
you-
my brain injury, I was like, let me just fucking try comedy.
How long you
Activated the
gonna
funny bone.
How long? So
Like the special.
Oh,
How long
I'm not
is
doing a special. I'm
Okay,
doing
I was like, yeah.
I'm releasing it kind of how Andrew Schultz did like his little bits.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him kind of edited like that and just like a bunch of reels,
Okay, there you go.
bits, some crowd work. Yeah. So I've been filming when I go up there. Pretty cool.
What do you like more, LA or like Florida?
Yeah, there's good and bad about both. You mean for what?
Like you like to stay permanently.
I think I could see myself raising a family in Miami, but then I see my career, and if it goes where I want to go, I don't think I'll be able to stay there.
I wouldn't want a family in Miami.
I mean, but then again,
sounds
when you're
crazy.
comparing it to LA, it's like they're both kind of bad choices.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Miami has more of the bad choices that I
Yeah.
like.
That's what,
Yeah.
Like, I just see my daughter on a yacht. She's gonna be on a yacht, dog, and I'm just gonna be like, fuck! I knew we should have left Miami. I should have been in LA.
yeah, but it's like, what you're gonna prefer that, and then you go out here, you're like, I know I'm gonna see my daughter doing coke.
For sure.
Like, you know, out here you're like, she's gonna be out there
Oh,
backstage.
you don't think they're doing coke on the yacht?
Yeah,
On
I
the
know,
yacht?
but
They're
but
doing
what
a lot of
scenario
coke
would
on the
you
yacht.
prefer? You want
Yeah.
coke on a boat, or you want coke backstage at the Chingy concert or whatever the
Yeah. Or
fuck
do you
is
want,
current?
Do you want like girls that are outwardly escorts or like hide it? Because in LA they hide it.
Yeah, they do.
Miami,
They love
they're
hiding
just like,
it.
this is how much, baby.
They love it. I've met some
Yeah.
girls
In
like-
Miami, everything's for sale.
yeah, like all those
Uh-huh.
like strippers. I love when like you'll look at their Instagram and it says nothing about them stripping. Like you could literally catch a fool as a girlfriend, be like, oh, this is gonna be
Yeah.
my next girlfriend. I'm gonna introduce her to my
Yeah.
mom. Little do you know she strips on
She
the
strips.
daily.
Yeah.
And her Instagram does not say that, and I guarantee you they don't tell that. They don't tell fools
No,
that they
the
made
girls
on the
in
DM.
Miami are. I thought girls in LA were bad, but the girls in Miami are worse. They are just like men.
Ruthless, just
They're
ruthless.
just like
They
men.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
They're all
like
Cardi
men.
B's.
Yeah, pretty much. But I like Cardi B. Maybe I'm a scammer. I don't know. Maybe that's why I like Miami. No, but yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
like
pretty
like
crazy.
I was telling them like that ruthless thing that I heard. Some obviously she's from LA, one of my homegirls.
Uh-huh.
They'll tell a fool
Yeah.
that they're not on the pill, but to nut in them, but
Yeah,
to give
yeah,
them
yeah.
Plan B,
Yeah.
and then
oh,
they'll keep
wow.
the $50, but they
Yeah.
are on the pill,
I
so
have
now
a
they
friend
got
who
free
does
dinner.
that.
Yeah,
I have a
it's
good
like
friend
free
who-
dinner. She just tells the guy, I'm not. You can bless on me, but I'm not, you
Is she
just gotta
from
give me
Miami?
Plan B. Yeah, and the girl literally says like, it's just free dinner. Who cares?
It's like it's so easy as a girl to finesse.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna do it.
Yeah,
Like, I
for
feel like
$50, I'm like literally you're
for $50.
that's how I looked at
If
it.
you're gonna
With-
finesse bigger.
Yeah,
have him
and
nut
she's
in
over here
you,
telling me, yeah.
Have the kid and then finesse him for 20 years. Like, commit to the bit.
Wouldn't that like scenario backfire if that like that person was just like, you know what, I got trapped. I'm gonna just give up and bum it. Like it's like you can take me for child
Yeah.
support. I'm just gonna fucking bum it.
Yeah,
Fuck
imagine
you.
be like, you know what? I'm broke. I don't even got $50.
That
Bitch,
might have
have
what
it.
happened to my dad. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Like yeah, like I don't know. Like I would always wonder that like if there's because there is that mentality. Like I remember even like in high school seeing chicks that were just like, I'm an older guy. I'm just gonna trap him because he's a
weird.
financially stable, and then you get trapped. And I'm like, what if that dude just decides to fuck off the rest of his life because he's like, 20 years I could fuck off, or 20 years I got to deal with this shit and pretend I give a fuck about this family.
happens. You know who got trapped?
I was serious about. I think that might have happened to my dad.
Oh yeah, your
Yeah.
mom trapped him.
Well, my mom had. I don't know if it was. My mom had one abortion. Sorry, mom, but for sharing your business. But then I know that my dad told me all growing up that he only stayed because of me,
Oh shit.
and he wasn't very active in my life. So I'm kind of thinking that my mom must have trapped him.
Yeah, the trap scenario, dog. You get trapped and then you're like, damn, 18 years, or you. I mean, like how hard
my
is
boss got trapped. My boss got trapped. You already know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She literally came out here to get hit pregnant.
Wow,
She knew that this motherfucker has some
money,
shit
Has some
going
kinda
on,
clout.
has some shit going on. So she was like, yeah, perfect.
scary for men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And you're in the man. If she tells you she's on the pill, you always believe her. All right.
Yeah, you
Like,
guys
there's
believe
nothing-
it.
there's-
When
there's
your
not
dick
once
is
where-
hard,
yeah.
There's nothing you'll believe.
Yeah.
anything
There's
you
not once
say,
where I'm
yeah.
like, I don't believe her. Let me get a condom.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right. I have to believe her.
I mean, how do you even take that news, bro? Like if you're angry and you're like, man, I didn't want this. Like, you're gonna be angry for 9 months, and then when the kid comes, like, you're gonna, of course, be like, let me give it a chance, see if I have an epiphany moment and give a shit, and my life changes.
Yeah, it does. Usually it does.
No, bro. If you got trapped
Like,
and you had no intention,
I think you changed. I know how you said you don't have a kid. I think if you had a kid, you'd be such a great dad, huh, Ray?
I'd have
At the
no
end of the
choice.
day- No, you
I'd have no choice,
You
dude.
could be a piece of shit dad because he talks about having robots and he's like, I don't want kids. I'm gonna have a robot do everything.
Oh, that's cool. That's smart.
And I tell him, I was like,
see, thank you, thank you. Like, if you're old and you don't get to have a kid, or you're like, you know what, it's a crazy world,
Yeah.
and then they're like, he's like, well, who's gonna fucking pick you up and wipe your ass if you get to that level? I'm like, bro, we'd have robots by that time. I'm gonna have
Facts.
one to fucking pick me up,
Facts.
and then you know,
how do you go beep beep boop up?
yeah, he's gonna be like, are you ready to get up? Just fucking just pick me up. Yo, he's gonna be lifelike. He's gonna have Terminator skin. Like, it'd be all right. You know, it's not gonna be a big deal. I don't know how you see that as a problem as compared to like if you decide to have a kid and you're not like, you can't really take care of this expensive ass pet. Like, you're just a debt into the carbon footprint, bro. Like, for real, dog. You're creating more carbon footprints into the fucking earth, and because of you, the world got shittier in a sense.
Okay, Bill Gates.
You gave birth to something that's gonna
Yeah,
just take
he's-
and take,
yeah.
and you don't know if it's gonna be a productive human. It could be the next Richard
Mine's gonna be a
Ramirez.
piece of shit.
Like how do you make it to Disneyland and shit? Like you don't even, you love places like these, but you don't like kids.
Because places
Like,
like
how,
this are,
how do you just like forget they're there? How do you avoid them? How do you? Because they're
'Cause
all
when-
over the place. It's Disneyland,
It's
bro.
easy for fucking kids to like places like Disney because they don't need drugs. They're naturally high, bro. But like, if I go to places like Disney on drugs, how the fuck am I not gonna like it? You know what I mean? Everything's gonna look fucking cool,
Yeah,
bro.
but I don't like going because even if I want to go, I know there's gonna be kids there. They're gonna be crying.
I love kids.
Huh?
I love kids. When they're
Not my kids.
when they're
That's
not
what I'm
mine,
saying.
yeah.
Not mine. And my nieces. I love my niece for some reason. I'm always like, oh, can I get a picture of my niece?
Silver teeth kid.
Yeah, other people's kids. I'm like, bro, who cares that he's going to first grade? Who gives a fuck? He didn't graduate. He's literally just moving on to the next grade. No one needs a picture. Make a picture for him if you care.
Yeah. By the way,
Big
California
deal, they
Adventure.
can read. They can all fucking read.
Right.
California Adventure is where you go when you want to be an adult and go to Disney. Disneyland's still for the kids.
Are you good at the little Buzz Lightyear shit?
I lost so many times in that
Yeah?
shit. Yeah. I got the one shitty fucking gun where I was like, yo, I'm shooting it 7 times. Like, fuck this shit, bro. Like, I got mad. I just gave up halfway. I was like, yeah, you beat me 5,000 to 2.
I like the one that's like it's like almost an hour away. It's like a farm, something farm. The amusement park.
A farm?
Yeah.
Where's it at though?
It's like I think
Oh,
it's
Knott's
in
Berry
Knott's
Farm.
Berry
Yeah,
Farm?
Yeah.
that one, that
Oh,
one.
no, it's
That's
not
the one
there,
where
yeah.
everybody goes fight.
Yeah, that's ghetto.
Fight?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yo,
ghetto.
that's
Of
like
course,
the-
I like the ghetto one.
Yeah.
It's like a
that's
fun.
ghetto.
That's like where all like the people that are bad from Disneyland go.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
It's just like down the street, but I get you though, cause I like it. Like, I
like
prefer.
roller coasters.
I mean, I stopped with the roller coasters. I was like, fuck that. It's gonna fuck up my back.
we've
I'm
seen
good.
too
Yeah.
many of those videos
Seen
on
too many
Worldstar,
trips. But like, I
yeah.
like going to Knott's because that they have a bar that will not cut you off. You can keep going back.
Yes.
Yeah.
The old school one.
Yeah, the old school one. They
Yes,
won't like
they
you
got
can.
me fucked up so
Yeah,
badly. I was
and
like,
the
what
employees
fuck?
there like love it almost. Like they're like, yeah, it's cool. Get
And then they
fucked
wouldn't
up.
let me. The one guy like he wouldn't let me tip him. I was like begging.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was the weirdest experience. And then he just kept getting me drunk. I was like,
They get in trouble with that shit.
Oh yeah,
I
there's
think
places
they're
you
like
have to
they
go
like
tip.
after you tip them the 3rd time, it's like they're gonna think I'm soliciting your tips, bro. Like, please stop. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious, dude?
No, there's places you can't tip. Like my homegirl used to work at Stater Brothers, and if you were like take the groceries to the old ladies and you try to give them $20, you're supposed to say no. He always took it because fuck them.
yeah.
Like, really
But
rich
you're
ass
supposed to
places
say
will
no.
do that though. Like if you go to like a really like high end restaurant, even if they're working valet or whatever, like they'll be like, you're not allowed to take tips. Like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, take it always.
Yeah.
Fuck anyone trying to get
I'll
you
start
money,
stealing
take
I'll
shit
be
from
like,
the
he
car.
owed me money. He would just give me the money that he owed
it. Bro,
me.
there's
You know
shit.
all the people parking.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, we're getting no tip. I'm taking shit from
Hey.
the car.
Could you trust yourself in valet?
I already told you I used to do it. I stole
Oh,
I stole
really?
a phone from Phil Jackson.
For real?
Yeah.
How did I forget this? You stole it. Why just what the fuck?
He didn't
Why?
tip, bro. Like he did it. All right, look.
Wait, see, that wasn't even a joke. You're just talking.
No,
about
like this is for real, dog. I pawned that shit before iPhones. Like you
You
know, what I
didn't
mean?
check it if it had any news or anything.
It was locked and I couldn't. So I was
Oh.
like, man, fuck it. Let me just pawn this shit real quick. So look, fool. Like I used to park cars. What is it at the UCLA basketball games? But like the under the stadium, like by the stairs leading up to it, there's a certain part where like they have like special invites, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, other certain fools that are like legendary Magic Johnson are pulling up to these games and they're like, you know, scouting and having their input and they have them there for basketball
it's for
presence,
scouting
right?
shit. Okay.
So
Yeah,
it would
yeah.
you would be parking cars for all these rich fools, right? I parked Kareem's car. It was cool. Floyd Mayweather is the best tipper. Fucking.
That's not what I've heard.
Interesting.
Oh no,
Yeah.
yeah, for real, 1,000%,
Wow.
like 1,000%. Like
Oh, wow,
I don't
okay.
like him
I
as a
believe you,
fighter, but he earned my respect with that. I
How
was
much
like,
he give
yo,
you?
he gave everybody $100 bill.
Damn.
He made even the people that were on break during lunch, those two people, he's like, call them and have them fucking go. He gave everybody $100 bill.
I think it depends when you catch him. I think if you catch him right after a fight,
look
yeah.
like he's rich.
No, but I think if you
I mean,
catch
he
him right
is
after a
rich,
fight,
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he's.
yeah.
But I think he likes to look it as well.
Yeah. No,
So-
but I think if you catch him right after a fight, just like everything else, when
Yeah.
you get the check, you start
Yeah.
throwing around. You
Yeah,
haven't
that's
fought in a
true.
while, and you're
That's
like, well,
true.
fuck, I'm not tipping no one. I haven't fought no one.
So
I
fucking
think,
Phil pulls up with this like,
Wait.
I've never seen like this Cadillac Escalade that's like super long. It's not a chauffeur one, but it's like the executive edition, right? And I'm like, yo, this shit is a long ass SUV. Like this shit had a third row, bro. I'm like, all right, cool. I parked this car once, and I was like, you know, he had me run for the car. I was hustling and shit, and I'm just like, all right, cool. And I thought I was gonna get tipped. I got that shit cook. I was like, this motherfucker left me hanging. I was like, I remember this asshole. You know what I mean? And I took that shit, and I was like, oh, he's gonna come through this game. And I remember I was like, what a convenience. I was like, if it's not me up next in line to park his car, I'm gonna just let it go. But if I'm the one that's next to park up
like
his
if it's
car,
meant to be, it's meant to be.
yeah, I was
From
like, I'm gonna
God.
get him for something. Because some of these people, some of these like rich ass fools that would go in there, like they would have shit in their car that you couldn't report stolen. Like I would see Molly pills, I would see Vicodins in their fucking driving things, and I'll just fucking take like 5 pills out of like the whole thing.
Nah,
And
you
just,
can't complain.
yeah, like it'd be like, what are you gonna say? Be like, you're a drug addict, bro. You forgot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, so you'll see different shit during these cars, bro. And I just remember one time, dog, like this fool came back and I parked this car and I parked this shit way in the back, dog. So I have enough time and there's not the cameras there. And I seen that shit. He had like a stack of 4 phones and a BlackBerry, plus the phone he took, dog. So I was like, fuck this, dog. I just took the iPhone that was current at that time. He had 3 of them. I fucking put it in my pocket. I went upstairs where like my car was parked. I turned that shit off and I put it in my car. That way, if he reported missing and they would have checked
It
everybody.
was back in the days where it was not like
Yeah.
today. Like,
That's easy, yeah.
Yeah, and then I fucking sold that shit. I was like, fuck that. And he still didn't tip that time. So I was like, I'm glad I stole your phone, bitch.
dog, and back in those days when stealing a phone was actually worth it,
Yeah.
dog, the cops came to my house one time. The homie stole a phone, and I knew he stole it, but I didn't care. I was like,
Yeah,
whatever, dog.
I
You
did
do
want
you.
Kobe's number though. I tried.
Oh, you did?
I did. I was
You
like,
could've got it.
no,
You could've jailbroke
it
it.
was hard to crack that shit, bro. Like, I was like, there was like, I was like that borderline jailbroken phaser, not. And I was like, even if you jailbroke it, like you're losing everything. But I was like, I knew Kobe's number was in there for sure.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Damn. But I've always said it, like maids. How often do you think maids run into drugs and take drugs or do drugs?
That's why there's
I
probably.
And you
that
can't do
every
nothing
day.
about it because what are you gonna call the maid? Be like, hey, I had an 8-ball. Now it's a little less than an 8-ball. It's that thing where you just gotta sit there. Like if I was a maid, I would always be taking the drugs. Like you sucks for you. Found it.
I think that a lot of if you have enough money to have a maid, you don't care if the drugs.
I'm talking about like at hotels.
Oh, at hotels.
I'm talking like a hotel, like if when they go
Yeah,
clean
I think
your
it
room.
only works if you have a
I-
young staff. Because
I
like
think
the,
it happened to me
you think the señoras like give
at
a fuck,
EDC,
bro? Like,
fool.
like
Of course, it happened to you at EDC.
Yeah, we
She
came
flipped
back
that
and we were like,
shit.
there was more, right? And everybody was like, yeah, for sure there was more. And we were like,
She flipped that shit.
yeah, and we were
She
all like, we all
lost her.
paid for it. If you did, we were all like, we all paid for it. If you did it, just let us know. And then we were like, no, and there was a good chunk missing. And we all just blamed it on the fucking Mexican bitch.
That's crazy.
We were like, it had to been the
But she-
maid.
I mean,
But there's nothing we could have done, so we just
if
sat
she's
there.
smart, I would do the same.
Yeah,
fucking
that's
thing.
why I was
Yeah.
like, they must do this often. They must know whenever drugs
She was
come
just
by.
confiscating it from
Yeah.
you guys. You weren't allowed to have it. It's illegal.
I confiscated that phone. It was my tip. I earned it.
What's the biggest tip you got? Fucking
Told you, like Mayweather. Just
it's $100.
Yeah.
Oh,
Most people would just give you like 20 or like $10 because it wasn't just all like VIPs. It was like those alumni families. So they'll show up in there with their fucking like 2 perfect fucking kids, and you know, you see that family. He's like, I graduated here with honors. Like, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, like,
And so he still gets depressed in terms of sharp.
yeah, like just like some of these people would depress you. Like, I'm just like, bitch, I just graduated. This is the best job I could get. Fuck you. Like, yeah, like I was mad, dog. Like, this is the best job I got with a cease and degree. Fuck you, bitch. I was like, that was like way before I even had this like job or even knew about this spot.
Yeah.
I would do bottle service. I would get big ass tips, bro.
I bet like those tips are probably like
500,
big.
1,000,
Yeah, come on, man. Like,
200.
$500. That's like somebody's part-time job.
Yeah, dude, I've never even gotten anywhere near that.
I've never been able to look at money the same since I started bottle service.
Yeah.
Like every other job to me is like nothing. So, fucking, I stayed in it for like 9 or 10 years.
So what's bottle service for those who don't know?
Bottle service is when you bring out the bottles to the tables at a nightclub. It's the
And
stupidest
you
job.
guys are the worst too.
Oh, we're
you guys,
scammers, for
You guys fucking
sure.
pour that bottle in that
Yeah.
drink to give me another one. And I'm like, yo, chill. We're enjoying the fucking show.
But
like,
babe,
chill.
we wanna have
I
fun
know.
with you. Can
I
I have a
know.
shot? Me and my girlfriends want a shot.
I know.
It's a fucking game.
That
And
voice
I'm
too. She
really
did that
good
voice.
at
I was like, am I at the club? right
Xavier
now?
would be like, yo, I'll get you a shot.
I was like,
I'm really good at that. I was too good at it. Because I would leave and like go do other things, like other jobs, and then I'd be like, "What the fuck am I doing other jobs for? When I can work 2 days a week and make $2-3 grand a week."
have you done it in Vegas?
No, I didn't do it in Vegas. I did it in Dallas, San Diego, Tampa, Miami, and LA.
What was the best?
Miami was pretty good.
Like people wise.
Like
Miami.
tipper
Because
wise.
no people wise.
Tampa.
Because I feel like Miami would be very like I got money. I'm rude.
The best place was Tampa, money wise and people wise both, because people were all super cool and there was a lot of money around when I was doing it there. So that
Because I have a feeling in Miami would be a lot of rappers, a lot of douchebags, where it's kind of just like.
And the girls that I was working with in Miami, they all thought they were hot shit.
How did those tips come about? Like, if somebody gave you $500, though, like, is this like some Arab dude that's like, here, take?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, and it's like a more. It's like they want to give you money so bad, and I don't know why, but.
So like, it's
bro,
not like
I've
you're out
seen
there,
that
like
shit.
you're not technically soliciting tips. You know what I mean? Like, you're not out there like just pressuring. I mean, you're doing your job, and you know the better you serve them, the more likely you're gonna get
A
tips.
lot
So
of these men are like deeply depressed, so you just make them feel good about themselves, and you make them feel cool about their money. They're gonna give you.
And it's a lot of
money.
bachelor parties.
thriving off
Is it
insecurities.
a lot of bachelor
Yeah,
parties?
that's how you make money on anything, huh?
Is it a lot of bachelor parties?
No, it's literally, you know what it is? It's a lot of like drug dealers and men cheating on their wives. That's like 90% of the club scene. I would say.
Yeah.
Like with the big money,
Never liked
How,
that.
how does the wife not see a tab of $2,000 at?
Probably does. But or it's like celebrities or like big businessmen cheating on their wives.
I know you're not supposed to like fire people for their appearances, but in the industry they do though, right? I remember some girl telling me she got fired for being too old. She literally
I'm
told
surprised
her.
it didn't happen to me.
Yeah, they literally told her like, "Hey, you need to go." She lived in Vegas, so she went from Vegas. Then she went to go do bottle service in Scottsdale. But Vegas told her you're too old.
for
She was
Vegas.
32,
Oh.
31, and Vegas told her
Totally.
like, "Yo,
We're done
yeah,"
with
and
you.
she dipped out, and they really didn't give her an excuse. And I was like, they could do that. I thought that was it.
In Vegas, you can. I think there's actually like in Vegas, you're considered a model. Like you get hired differently. So in
Oh.
Vegas, that you actually can do that.
Okay, because I was like, damn, that's ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Dude, the chicks in Vegas have like union and shit at some of these clubs, bro.
Yeah.
Like some of these bitches have healthcare and shit.
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah.
pretty
Real?
crazy. It's
Yeah,
serious
like-
out
oh
there.
shit.
Like some of these clubs they own, like they're like monopolies almost. Like they're like, hey, there's like four it's like four companies that are under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
So it's like they'll shift. They'll be like, hey man, you got in a fight with such and such in this fight. We're gonna move you here. It's the same thing. Submit your application, and you know you're technically a model for hire here.
There must be a
Yeah.
lot of fighting there, huh?
At nightclubs.
No, between the girls, like a lot of like I guess.
LA was actually pretty cool because I feel like in LA everyone was doing it as a side job, and what they really cared about was like modeling, acting, whatever. In Miami, I did not like working out there.
Why they take it serious?
Bro, they thought they were so fucking cool. And I had just come from LA and I've been doing this I'd been doing it like 9 or 10 years.
So what
Huh.
what makes them cool, quote
They
unquote?
fucked a couple famous people from their job. So then their
What?
brain is exposed. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, that's like how
So
their
they're like
brains work.
escorts
Pretty
at
much.
that point.
Well, it's free though, right?
It's
Because
free. No, they're
like
stupid.
yeah, they
The
want to like
fucking's
They
free.
don't-
yeah. Well,
When you're a
like
hot
say a
bottle
basketball
girl.
player. Let's say a basketball player walks in and he kind of hits on her and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him just for like
Clout.
say I did.
Clout.
Yeah, for
Or
clout.
they're
It's
trying to
literally
date
just to
him
say
or
I did.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so
Damn.
then like their heads explode and they're making good money and they're doing a bunch of drugs and these girls are assholes out there in Miami.
That's
Not
why
all
you
of
got,
them.
and that's why you gotta fucking put hot sauce in your condoms. Shout out to Drake. Those are the type of bitches that will fucking.
I think in
put
that
shit in
situation,
there.
he fucking knew though. Like he knew the shit that he was dealing with. Like you just don't do that. Like if you would have just been casually dating, like the shit's already dead, bro. Like you're throwing the condom in the trash can. It's been exposed to oxygen for more than 5 seconds. The shit's
fucking
dead.
Ezo knows. Look at him.
Yeah, it was science,
Miami
bro.
girls are crazy, bro. Miami girls are crazy.
Yeah, like this shit is fucking
What's the
science,
craziest
bro. Like,
thing
you gotta flush it
you
in the
know
toilet.
about?
Well, what?
I don't know.
Something
It's
like
crazy
the one I
shit.
said, where that girl.
No giving no names.
Yeah. Some ruthless like.
Well, this is actually one of my good friends. We actually are Eskimo buddies with this guy. But
I didn't know that was for girls too.
yeah. What it would be like Eskimo girls? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's this one famous guy, famous athlete, and he didn't perform very well, and she was just like, open up your wallet. That was pathetic. And he gave her like $1,000, and she's not like that. She's not like an escort or anything, but it was so bad that she was just like, give me the fuck.
I'm not gonna lie. If I did such a bad job, I'd be like, yeah, take the money.
No,
in the
that's what
wallet.
he did.
Yeah,
He's like,
I would
"Here
be
you go,
like, yeah,
sir."
I fucked this man.
She told me that
I don't even know
story,
what to
and I was
say.
like, I did it for free. I just suffered. I didn't even ask him for money. I'm like,
You didn't
fuck.
give her a heads up. Be like, yo, this fool's not worth it.
No, we didn't know.
See, I would have told the homie. I'm like, bro, don't do it. That blowjob's horrible.
Yeah.
You should just bet. Like, if you're a chick like that, you should just bet. Like, be like, yo, such and such is coming in here. They're gonna come and party afterwards. I'm betting. Be like, look, I lost money because of your stupid ass. Yeah, it'd just be like the fuck, I gotta suffer now because of you. You're gonna finesse a motherfucker like that. Just be like, yeah.
Well, I guess like she was like, she's not the type to do that. I think she was just like, that was so pathetic. Like, give me
Yeah.
some fucking money.
Pretty ballsy
I just
though.
left.
That's
like,
pretty
a piece of
ballsy. That's
shit.
hilarious.
No,
though.
it's badass.
Yeah,
I left
pretty
like
badass.
a fucking loser. Yeah.
I wouldn't know what to say. I'd be like, man, this bitch is bad as fuck. Here, take my $1,000.
But I don't know. I've seen some crazy shit. I would have to be more specific to find.
Like, instead of money, do they ever give like these girls any like he's like, here, take my chain, take this jewelry piece.
Oh yeah, jackets, whatever. But I think girls want the cash.
They must be leaving shit, right?
Yeah, bro.
Like, what's
But
the
I'm like
best
the
shit you
queen of,
found?
like,
Like,
I'm like
how many
what
sacks?
is
How
it
many
called?
coke
A
sacks?
kleptomaniac?
Huh?
I'm like a
kleptomaniac?
kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
A little bit. I found a lot of nice clothes at the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, like shit that I wore for years afterwards. Where'd you get that? I'm like,
And low key, if I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
yeah, if I was a girl working there, dog, and I see this, I was like, this shit's Chanel. I'm taking this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would be like,
Cause
take
gla-
this shit,
like-
dry queen.
Because how often do guys leave glasses
Oh, all
or
the time.
or their wallet? They're going. Like, I've always said, if I lose my wallet, take the cash, just give me my shit back.
well, you
How-
know. Oh, sorry.
How often do you find drugs?
Well, you're not always just finding them. Sometimes some clubs are doing them.
Yeah, no, I mean, but like, yeah, like
I
I
used to
imagine at
get
the end
them.
when it's all said and done, like it's just like, yo, man, this person dropped the sack, cause yo, this is dark
No,
in
all
there.
the time,
Like
but
how-
you don't trust
Yeah,
it,
of course,
though.
yeah, but you have to.
Oh, all the time. It's part of the cleanup,
Yeah.
especially in LA or Miami. It was the worst.
Yeah, because how often do we lose this fucking sack?
It doesn't happen that often.
Well, you
Everywhere.
carry the little vial now.
It doesn't happen. Like the Comedy Store, it used to happen a lot. Remember
all the
Yeah.
time.
That shit was wild. Remember that one time we found that one?
Oh yeah. No, we
tested
pigged
it
It's
out
called
first.
guinea pigged it to someone.
Eddie
Like, you want
did
some
it.
That's so
coke?
fucked.
Eddie,
You
You
want some
don't
coke? Well, this is more fentanyl was a
Oh,
thing.
okay,
Trust me, we're
okay.
not. No, but now
Okay,
we'll throw it away.
now,
I'm throwing
yeah,
that
you
shit
can't.
away. This is more
Yeah.
fentanyl. We have a crazy friend that does drugs, and we're like,
And he's like, no, look, I know what to do with it. He's like, all right, if she comes back, he was like, we're good.
If she feels good, we're good.
hey, dude, it was homegirl.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It
so
was
fucked.
home.
That was the best
Oh,
person to test it.
wow. That was the person we gave it to
You
test
hate
it.
it?
You
No,
know,
we didn't hate it.
you
I
know
know.
who it is.
I know who it is.
Someone that isn't doing it no more.
Oh.
It's a girl.
Oh.
That's who we use as a guinea pig.
Come on.
She volunteered.
She volunteered.
And ironically, though, you know what the fucked up part about it, though?
Crazy.
You know what was fucking hilarious, though? At the end, when she was like, guys, I lost a bag like this like 4 hours ago.
It's by herself.
And it was her
Yeah,
bag?
yeah, no, and then she was like, yeah, the same rabbits in there. And we just laughed. We're like, oh my God, we found this bitch's bag walking off the stage.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So I'm like, yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
I've seen some people when I used to live out here. I saw a guy walking on the street. He was Australian when I started talking to him, and somebody had accidentally or purposely given him meth, and he didn't know. And he was so clearly tweaking on meth, and I'm like, did you do drugs? And I think he had accidentally done like a bump because he was in like a full ass suit. I'm like, this guy did not mean to do meth tonight. But
That's
I don't
ruthless.
trust anyone.
That'll
bro.
happen when
No.
you if you don't know where you're getting your drugs, because
Yeah.
I mean, before I had we had like a solid fucking source. Like we'd be like, yo, let's see what's going on with this person. Obviously, and you're going through efforts to like, hey, this person knows this person.
Yep.
And then for sure, like after like you get like the solid person, you're like, yo, this person doesn't fuck around. Like you, like I remember when I had that, I realized I was like, damn, for sure, I've tried speed. I probably could. They probably cut my shit with meth. They probably, you know what I mean? Like as much as like other times, and I'm just like, because when you get something that it's supposed to work the way it's supposed to work, and then you're like.
Oh,
that
was amazing.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is what the movie fucking showed it to be like.
Everything was like, woo.
Yeah, like and then you're like, the other thing I was like, I didn't feel the need to rush and drink 8 beers to calm my high down. You know what I mean? That was speed. You know? Yeah.
You
I've
never
been
really did pills, huh?
I hated pills. I can never do pills. They fucking give me mood swings.
You ever so you never went to Pill Report? There's a if you go to Pill Report, you'll have your pill and you'll look it up and it will tell you what it's based off of. It'll be like, this is a speed based pill, this is a like a ketamine based pill, and that's how I know I've done speed, because I've done a speed ecstasy pill that literally says it's there's a little bit of speed in it, because they mix shit up, and I was and you can feel it, you're like,
this is great.
Fucking go louder, please. Why isn't the music loud?
Yeah, I was like, I just know. I was like, after going through that, I'm like, man, I was like, that was not necessary. Like, you're like, there's no reason why you should have been up till 6. You know what I mean? Like, for the amount that you did, there's no reason you should have been up that. Like if you're not doing mountains, like, it's like, because that kind of drug is like, you're gonna have to keep going to keep that high going, in a sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But it's not supposed to be like, yo, I only did 3 lines. Why the fuck am I still up at 6? Yeah, because it was cut.
Too much.
Yeah.
Whenever I do anything, I actually dilute it in water. I guess I don't really do cocaine, so. But anytime if I doing like Molly or something like that, I always dilute it in water just to feel how the high is.
Oh, Molly water. Molly water.
Yeah, well, and I just like to feel the high because I don't trust anyone.
See, like right now, I went on Pill Report and I typed in Tesla, and it tells you like the logo, the color it should be, the shape it should be, the rating. Is there a warning? Is
I
it
never
tested?
liked dizzying it.
All that.
I never liked dizzying it. Like ecstasy
it lasts
was
too
not
long.
my drug.
It lasts
Molly
way too
was
long.
Not. I just don't.
Just put it in water.
Hmm?
Then it'll last you for a couple nights out.
Yeah.
For the whole EDC. That's what I do.
Yeah, but you can go on here and there's some that say warning, do not take this one. This
You will
one,
die.
yeah, this like one of them says warning right here for the pink Teslas. Don't do pink Teslas. There's a warning sign on that.
I think I did. No, but have you guys? I mean, I'm sure you probably have like broke somebody's like Molly virginity.
Yeah.
I've done it a couple times since I lived in LA. It's really fun. It's almost more fun than doing Molly for the first time.
Oh, when seeing someone be all
Seeing
fucking
someone
happy.
else, and they're just like, "Yo, bro, I love you," and I'm like, "No, you don't love me."
Is my so you've seen you've
Go
obviously
through Molly around eggs.
so you've seen obviously the bottle service life.
What?
Where would you say they do more coke at? In
Bottle
Miami?
service?
No,
Oh.
cocaine in Miami or in LA is like where is
LA.
it? So Miami isn't
I
what
hate
it
to
used to
break
be.
it to everyone in LA, but y'all are such degenerates. I mean, they definitely do it in Miami, but in LA, it's like last night I was at a comedy club and the guy and my friend was my friend, but he was like, "Do you think they'll notice if I do a line back here?"
It depends what comedy club.
Well,
Comedy store, nobody cares.
yeah, it wasn't that one, but I was like, honestly, bro, no one cares. We're in LA.
The haha, nobody cares either. The Laugh Factory, somebody will kick you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, Laugh Factory, you
Good
go
to
to the
have
second
standards.
floor. They'll be like, you can't be doing drugs around a little nail. You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll be like, you gotta get the fuck out.
Oh, that's where I saw what's his name? The Wayans brothers.
Yeah.
I've seen the Wayans brothers there. He before COVID, he was bringing around his own mic, gold
Oh, wow.
mic. Before COVID, he was switching out the mic because I was like, man, you bougie, like
That's
yo.
crazy.
I think he's better. To me, I was like, you ain't that much. He is better than us,
But he's good.
But yeah, no, yeah, come on, dude, yeah. He had a whole
a
setup.
golden mic, though.
We had a golden mic, and he sat there before he starts the thing. He takes it off, and you know.
You can pull that out though.
Oh
It
yeah,
feels
of
like
course. That's why I was like,
He's
You
like-
can. He's
yeah.
like the
some popping
full
black
childhood.
dude. Black
Yeah.
dudes in
Yeah.
gold just go like PB&J, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can you
Like,
imagine a white guy doing that though?
oh yeah, he'd be like, yo, what are you doing?
Canceled.
Somebody's gonna go up there and be like, yo, like, come on, man, it's not you.
You're not allowed.
This is an 8 Mile, bro. Get the fuck out. Yeah, but a golden mic though, that's pretty fucking genius. I remember like during when it was coming back, people were just wiping the mic over and over again.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to get it.
I just took a mic from here and I just fucking tucked it in. I was like, yeah, I was like, fuck it, this is my mic.
I wanted to get COVID. I got it like right away, actually.
So you got over it real quick?
Yeah, I wanted to. If I was gonna die, I was gonna die. And I got it, and I didn't die. And then I was like, all right, we're good.
You know, the shit hits the
How'd
fan.
you get it?
different.
Were you one of those like crazy people?
The shit
licking
hits the
toilets?
fan different when that shit actually takes you close to death. I almost did die from
No,
getting
I
it.
definitely got really sick. I definitely like. Well, no. So actually, what really happened is it was like a week before it came to the United States, and I had gone on a trip, and I was like sleeping on the airport floor because I was waiting for my flight. And
The floor or the chairs?
like the floor.
Like the floor, the carpet and shit?
And I think, and that's like, it's obviously
Yeah.
a disgusting thing to do. So then like a week later, I got like, I never get sick. I got deathly ill. I couldn't breathe. I was like praying as I drove to the hospital because I couldn't catch my breath. And then like,
They
4
give
or
you a
5 days
ventilator?
later- No, because he was like, it's not here yet. And I'm like, we're looking at the TV screen and they're talking about COVID, describing all of my symptoms. And I was like,
Oh, you were like, you got it before it was actually like a
yes,
thing. Oh.
1000%. And it was really bad. Like one of the days I woke up and I couldn't breathe. So I had to submerge my chest in a hot bath so that I could breathe.
Yeah.
Not a
That sounds like his shit. Yeah,
Nah, my
you had
shit,
a blood clot. Would you have a blood clot?
Yeah,
in your
blood
lung?
clot. What
Oh,
is it?
shit.
Developed, and then like if I would have kept smoking before I lost the taste and I gave it up, it would have bursted and I would have died in my sleep because I would
Oh,
have.
shit.
You smoke for the taste?
Well, no, I was like, I was smoking. Like, remember, because every time I told you that, whether I have colds in the past or not, I always keep smoking and I don't ever stop. But I was like, yo, if I really lose taste, there's no point. So when it finally happened, I was like, all right, I'm gonna actually stop because the pressure, and then obviously the pressure of coughing did not help it. So it fucking like irritated the clot, and like because I stopped, it was able to like chill the fuck out, and they were giving me medication for it. But if I would have kept going, it would have burst, and then I would have just like had one of those like movie deaths where like it comes out your mouth and shit, and you just die.
Did you know that you had COVID? Like, was it?
Oh yeah, I knew I was
okay.
going through it, but I didn't know how that happened until you started seeing like that. Like when you spat shit out, it was a little bit of blood. You're like, I gotta go to the hospital.
You were bleeding. You were coughing up blood, huh?
Yeah, because of the pressure from coughing, and then if I would have kept like smoking one more day, like because I was taking dabs still, fool.
Those are things, dude. Those are things where like if I see, I think I'm dead. Like
What
if
do
I
you-
could up blood,
Oh, yeah.
instantly I'm like, I got cancer. I'm
It wa-
dead. I'm already putting my RIP on
It
my
wasn't as
Twitter
bad.
and
It
shit.
wasn't like if it would have been as bad as like Gran Torino, like Clint, like you know, remember like when he started coughing after that Asian boy comes help him, and he has that. It wasn't that thick, homie. I was like, if it would have been that, I would have been like, hey, fool, I might die because that shit was thick. I was like, it was diluted, and I was like, oh, this is the beginning of something I could just like go get it checked out. It's not bad. And then I just went, and then the motherfuckers had that shit. They check your chest out. They look through your muscles. They were like, that right there was a blood clot.
Damn, that's crazy.
I had to fucking not smoke for a while.
You went to edibles.
Nah, I really chilled because I was like, when I told you when the shit hits the fan and you're like, oh shit, like.
Am I gonna die? Yeah.
Yeah, like
you're
when the
straight up
shit
up there.
actually hits the fan and you're like, oh damn, we're close to the line here. Like you're like,
Yeah.
it hits a little bit different. So you just sit there and you're like, I'm just like chill.
When I got my brain injury, because I've had a lot of concussions in my life. So initially, after getting it at the ER, they told me I had a brain injury. I was like, all right, I won't drink for a week. And I was feeling really off, but I didn't know why. So for like the couple months following, I would still go out and party, even though the doctor told me not to. And then I ended up having like a seizure and peeing on myself. And I went to the ER again. It wasn't like a full-on seizure, but I peed on myself. And I went to the doctor again, and he was like, yo, he's like, you need to stop partying. You need to take your injury seriously. Like, you're literally like about to die.
He talked to you like the doctor in Goodfellas. He's like, nah, let me check you out. Let me, and then, like he's like, nah, let me check you out. He's all sweaty in there in the hospital. He's just been partying nonstop.
That's hilarious. No, he more was just like, you're a degenerate. Like, get your life together. But you need to rest your brain. But so then I like went sober after that, obviously. But yeah, it was the same thing. Like when you're actually like faced with like almost dying, you're like, okay, I'll stop.
Have you ever been in that position, Xavier?
Well, almost 9.
Like, well, not necessarily. I'm not saying near death, but
I've
like
been in
where,
her position.
where,
When I
where
got
you
hit in the
where
head-
you have to consider
really?
it.
When I got hit in the head, I went to the hospital for like. I was there for 2 days. I had a blood hematoma or something like that.
Probably
It's
did
when like your
too.
brain my brain was internally bleeding.
He's lying. He said that was a
Oh.
cartel injury earlier. No,
I'm not no Tommy.
he said they got a
But-
fucking fruit pepper.
But
fruit
what I'm trying
peeler.
to say is like, so they had to give me stitches and shit, and then they sent me home, and I obviously couldn't go to work. And my homie was like, "Yo, dog, I got an extra EDC ticket. You're down?"
And plus, you're so depressed and you're feeling so
Yeah,
weird.
and
You're like,
everyone was going,
something's wrong with
And my
me."
head was still
Yeah.
fucking hurt. I had
Yeah.
stitches in me, and I was like, "Let's go." And on the way, On the way to EDC, I'm typing, if I got a blood semitoma or whatever I had in my
Will
brain.
I die if I do Molly?
Yes, that's literally what I was typing in on the way. And the crazy part is, someone had already asked that.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
on fucking drug forum, somebody had already asked that, and they're like, it doesn't really matter. They're like,
Well, you know what's the thing is, like when you have a brain injury, you get super depressed. So what is the first thing that you would want to do?
yeah.
You know what I was scared of? Like when something happened like that after that, like that car accident, the other one, the other one, I almost died and I had to stay awake before I went to the hospital. I just remembered that commercial that used to come on in the 90s of like the head that used to light up and it was like, do you have tinnitus? And it was kind of freaky and it was like, what is tinnitus? And then like it stuck to me because I remember learning about it. And it's like kind of like trauma. It's like ringing, it's ringing or buzzing noises, or when in both of these they be constant and come and go. So I thought I was like, yo, my brain's gonna fucking start hearing
I
shit.
have that.
Cause you think, do you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Tinnitus? That's a real thing. I didn't know it. I remember in the 90s they used to have commercials for it.
I can hear it
What do you hear?
24/7.
Like, what do you hear?
It's like a slight ring.
I think you should get that checked
I,
out.
I was playing with fireworks when I was 18 in Salvi, but with like these real fireworks. And I remember I lit one, and one went off like not so far from my ear, and I couldn't hear for like 2 days straight.
Just from that ear or at all?
Most people have it though, because it's loud
Oh.
music though, does it to you. Like exposure to loud music.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a loud bang.
Yeah,
though.
like loud music or a bang, construction sites or anything like that's very loud to your ear will have you develop it and it doesn't go away.
Like, we should not be
Yeah.
at the fucking LAFC game without fucking.
Oh, we probably all have it. Everybody in that section has tinnitus.
Dog, we sit there just watching B-roll, and I'm like, bro, this is loud. But I see it, and then people offer me.
B-roll has those Android fucking those fucking what is it? Those iPad looking fucking block things. I was like, yo, that shit is
I
like
got those.
Dude, people.
that shit is protect. That shit looks like the Green Goblin made it. Like it's just like, yo, it's fucking sealed.
People offer me them, and I still don't want to put them on. I want to hear it loud.
Yeah.
I want to hear it loud. Like, I do want to hear it loud as fuck. Like, I want it to be loud. That's why I'm here.
I think now that I'm older, I'm like, oh no, it's too loud. Can we go over there? But I'm getting old, so that's probably why. Plus, like years of working in nightclubs, my ears are definitely fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my hearing, I should say, not my ears.
Yeah, that's it. And then yeah, like it's long term too, because you don't ever see it right then and there. So it takes a while for you to see like the effects of it.
Dude, like the other day, I was at the
Like,
gym.
we're gonna be like that generation that has hearing aids at like 50. Like what?
Bro, that.
We'll just use the robots. They'll help us.
See.
See,
That's it, yeah.
he understands.
So you might be his favorite now. Like this whole robot thing, we've been arguing about this shit
Well,
for
I
a
wish
while.
I could have a robot like husband.
See, that's
It's
one
just a
step.
matter of time.
That my logic didn't go that far, but
Because
but,
he has a girl right
but
now.
I
If you
know,
don't
but
feel
I
the
but I
physique-
said it. No, but what did I say last time? They're like, what if you weren't in that position? I would, and I wasn't. I was like, yeah, I'm tired of it. I would consider something like Her.
Like-
you know what I mean? Like the movie
like-
Her
Yeah.
with fucking. I would be like, not necessarily where you have to fuck the computer, but it's like, hey.
No, you can be
Just
in an open
welcome me home
relationship.
every fucking day, robot. You know what I mean?
like I know E-Zone is not getting remarried. Like, you're not married right now, but I know you would marry Melissa. But after that, robots the whole way. Like, I don't think you'd go and remarry.
I wouldn't deal with it after
Yeah.
a certain age. Like I would want a robot that feeds my ego. Like I'll be like, if something happens and I'm like left alone, I'd be like, yo, I gotta be like, hey, watch this Be a Man fucking what is it, Instagram, and be like,
That's
just
the-
feed me that kind of ego.
I'm gonna need your fucking your robot for my stand-up. I'm like, hey, sit there and laugh, please. And robots start laughing at my shit. People bring their robots.
They would know, but like, you know, the brain has the capability of knowing
Yeah.
that like something is not human or not. Like, and it actually causes fear, and to the actual brain, it's an actual phobia. So you can have a lifelike android that costs billions. Sit down right here, and we all think it's human, but eventually, after staring at it for a while, our brain is gonna start looking at the things about it that make it lifelike, but the things that don't really convince you, and then it creates a fear in your head.
Like
That's
my
the reason,
homegirl.
like, and that's the reason androids are still being practiced on.
Yeah,
Because
they're scary.
people would eventually develop a fear and not trust it, and then they'll just develop this distrust in technology. That's why they're waiting so long to release the robots, bro. Like they want to release shit, something that's like,
Oh, he
I'm-
loves robots.
yeah.
Oh, he's waiting for it.
bro,
Like-
they want to
like
release.
my homegirl looks
they want to
creepy.
release Terminator like shit, bro. Where it's like, hey man, you don't know what it looks like underwards, but like it looks like a human afterwards. Like honestly, bro, I'll put shades on if I don't buy the eyes. Let me take you to a soccer game, robot. We're going to have a good time. Somebody picks on me.
It's not a plaything.
Would you and your
It's a
robot?
tool.
Would you and your robot be monogamous?
Nah, I'm not fucking a robot. It would just be for it would be for companionship.
I think I would be in an open relationship with it.
It would be for more for
It'd be
companionship.
like an option.
Where it's like this is my Osmo. Like he does all the fun stuff with me. We go to baseball games, soccer games. I'm old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause then you gotta.
But the-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, dude, go give me a
So
beer,
what,
man.
you
I'm
have
too
friends?
old. I have a dog and he has a robot dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Don't you have friends? Though?
yeah, I mean, yeah, bro. But at that point, everybody's like either like you're living your life, bro. You're either married or something. Like he's saying like. He's like something happens and you're left by yourself, you know, God forbid, like, you know, and I'm just like, hey man, and I'm like 60, it's robot life for me, dog. I'm fucking going to Disneyland with a crew of different 5 robots,
So you
personality.
would buy that? You would pay for that?
Fuck yes,
you would pay for
dude,
that
it would-
fucker's ticket?
I would start my own podcast with 5 of those AIs and be like, yo, what's going
They'll
on,
do all
y'all?
the
Yeah, dude, they would hype me up every time I start my
I'm
show.
Glad, I'm not gonna be here for too long. I'm glad this was gonna replace me with one of me. He's like, yo, I don't need that.
It would be
no more. Fool's
expensive robots,
Fool's
though,
always
too.
late. Fool's always got the cables tangled.
He never leave. They all never leave. Like when I leave, it's like the Chuck E. Cheese band. Like they all fucking shut down. And then when I come back and turn the light, they're like, "Eso, what up?" They're
It's like you never left.
yeah, like it's like I rolled you this while you were gone, father. And then the other one's like Jack and Coke, double, please. Like
I'd rather have the minions instead of the robot.
the minions are far fetched. So how you gonna get those? Like Down syndrome, yellow things, bro? Like what the fuck, bro? Like that's
They build rocket ships. What the fuck?
like
Yeah, but you need a lot of them, and you gotta feed them and shit.
they eat bananas though.
like
It's
a
not that
human
expensive.
being.
Yeah, they eat.
Plus, everywhere you go, the kids are gonna come up and try to talk to you.
Okay, if we're talking about it, then I want a Oompa
Nah,
Loompa.
I would. You got to get the purple ones though. That would kids are scared of that one. Like I would.
No.
I want an Oompa
Okay.
Loompa then.
Kill
The mechanic ones, the ones that were on mechanics.
Yeah, that one.
Those were all the Python minions, bro. Because like the purple ones, they were evil, but all they did was work on electronics, like Mexican mechanics. They're just all day just. They look dirty like that too. They had the fucking oil stain and shit.
That's racist of them.
You never been to a real Mexican mechanic. They all look like that. Trust. Like go to the hood. Like they all have different attributes. But you're like, you know what? It's a category.
You know, it's funny
It's a
that
category.
the robots will have papers.
Yeah, the robots would be made in America, Xavier.
Yeah.
Unlike you.
Yeah, that thing would stay before I do. Full stay.
It would be born, it would be born with the certificate of authenticity.
Yeah, he's the owner of my house since I get deported.
Technically, we can have you marry it. That way you get papers because he would be
Hey, yo,
American.
then I'm
and you're
with
not.
it. One of these robots here.
I would just program it, be like, Mandilon him. I'd be like, yo, he's got to serve you. Like, switch a little aggressiveness on there. Yeah, it would. I mean, it's not that I hate the minions. Somebody said because the minions would be cool, but like, imagine I'm like, hey, go get me the rig, and this fool drops it. Oh, I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I want to hit
That's
him with the belt.
See, that's what I mean.
A robot can't fuck up.
Yeah, you're gonna let him carry your $10,000.
The
fucking
robot is
system thing.
programmed, bro. Like he cannot like. And if I want to punch the robot, that's gonna hurt me, dude. I'm gonna chill and think on it. Like a Terminator might turn on me. Like the minion, I'm just gonna be like, yo, I might just punch you out of anger. Like you just broke $10,000 piece of art.
The minions look cute though.
But then I feel bad about it, so I don't want to have that emotional dilemma. You know what I mean?
He's really thought about this, as you could tell. He's ready for robots.
Yeah, it's like the same thing with like I think that the ideal fucking roommate would be like the Baby Yoda. That would be the shit.
He's so creepy.
What do you mean? He does like, oh, you just take care of him.
What
He
does he,
could,
what does he say? What does he talk to you? What is it?
he's right. He does baby noises.
I would fucking kick that thing so
You don't
quick.
think the ET looks way creepier?
That thing would pick you
They're
up
both pretty
like.
fucking creepy.
We
would-
used to have a doll here. I took her home.
Yeah, his
A
girlfriend, the
mannequin.
mannequin. It would be
A
like-
dog?
A doll, like a
doll, a
mannequin
mannequin.
doll that he would
Wow.
have
A
sitting-
female. Yeah, she used to sit right, just stand right there behind me.
Well, my friend who does bruja,
Brujeria,
is that how you say it? Brujeria?
brujeria,
I don't
like
know.
witchcraft.
Yeah.
Witchcraft.
Well, she has all these dolls and she has spirits in them. Like she buys them.
Yeah,
They
she
have-
sounds
Like
like,
the- like the
she sounds like
porcelain
she's
dolls?
Cuban.
Huh? She's actually Mexican,
Like the
but she's in Miami.
the porcelain
Yeah.
dolls.
Yeah.
She put spirits in them.
Well, she buys them after they've already been.
Yeah, you could. Sometimes you find those on offer up, bro.
I know
Like,
you've seen-
yeah,
I've seen that creepy
I
one you
posted
sent, yeah.
that stuff up, bro. Like, honestly, like you know who will buy something like that, and like know exactly what to do. Like Ashe, she's a witch. Like she knows, and I like the same thing with like, you know, if I go to my godfather's altar, like he might be doing something and he'll have like 2 Barbies tied up together, and that's somebody's like they like done. It's a ritual that they did for somebody. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing with these dolls. Like they'll use that spirit and have it like almost like be like, hey,
A
dude.
friend. She talks to him like a friend.
Yeah, like it's like
They'll do work.
because when that shit, like for example, let's just say you get that spirit and you figure out what the fuck it wants for it to stick around and it to serve you, right? So then you're like, whenever you're like, you know what, this motherfucker crossed me over today, send bad luck towards that motherfucker, right? Just send bad luck towards that motherfucker, and then just it would just like
That's what she does.
something bad would happen.
That's what they did to Predict.
Predict's
That
been,
fool's got bad luck up the ass.
I mean,
Well, but when you got that much bad luck, eventually some shit's got to turn around. So hopefully they give him a brand new whip. That'd be nice.
I don't know. Is he getting? It wasn't his fault, right? I mean, I'm
That
not.
was not his fault. Yeah.
I'm not saying you could get Chucky dolls though. Like, I'm not saying it's like Chucky dolls.
It's like certain spirit.
It's just like certain spirits. Like the doll's not gonna get up and it's gonna fucking start stabbing you.
No,
Like,
that Chucky movie was scary when I was a kid.
but it's like very common in Mexico too, bro. Like in
I
Mexico,
think it's based off of stuff like those type of movies where the dolls come alive. I think it's based off of like that, like the witchcraft.
they'll trap like a spirit in that shit. You know what I mean? Like they'll trap a spirit in what is it in that doll? And like
Well, that was Chucky. Wasn't it some killer spirit was in
wasn't
Chucky?
That's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
it's based off of witchcraft. I think the movie's based off of.
But have you gone to your friend's house?
Yeah, you can feel it in there. Well, I'm like a little witchy too. I don't like practice or anything. But actually, when I had my brain injury, I started. I mean, I know how it sounds, but I started to have like psychic premonitions. And
That's
deja
so
vu
Raven?
a lot. Literally, those you guys came in. I was like, oh, because I used to have deja vu when I first got my brain injury. I would have it a lot, and sometimes immediately after the deja vu, I would see like a quick like vision of something, and then it would happen. So I know how it sounds. I didn't believe in it until it like happened to me. And then something would happen where I would go out and I would be drunk and I would just know everything about a person. Like how many kids were in their family, what they're currently dealing with, if they recently went through a breakup. Like I would just know way too much information. I was like, well, this shit's real.
Man, I would not want to know that.
No, I
that
didn't.
That sounds like too much. Like
It
I was
is.
like, dude, I don't give a fuck.
So you'd have like a sixth sense that almost developed because of this.
Yeah.
Ezone got a pretty good sixth sense lately,
Who
especially
does?
lately. Ezone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had a pretty good
You
sixth
have to like
sense.
tap into it. So I just, at a certain point, I was like, yo, I don't want to know. And I just like stopped thinking.
No, but it's like the more you get involved with the spirituality thing, it's like the more these things are gonna start to develop. Like it's like
For sure.
it's like I almost told him, it's like, hey man, it's like there's no turning back. It's like you open Pandora's
Yeah.
box. It's like that shit,
It's
like
open.
it's
Never
open.
really
Yeah.
closes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just kind of, at least I just, right now, I'm really focused on like my comedy. So I'm not planning on being a witch for a job. So, but yeah.
You also got a lot of fake witches out there too these days.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like very trendy. Like you have like a lot of TikTok witches out there,
Mm-hmm.
out there doing their thing.
You just,
Making money too. They're making loot.
you just have to be in tune. I think anybody in tune has certain spiritual
And-
gifts. But yeah, that's just no joke. That bruja.
Brujeria.
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 It's like certain chicks will be like, I'll buy crystals and I'm listening to Fleetwood Mac. I'm a witch now. Like that's just not, yeah. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't really work that way. Like a lot of people, it's like, you know, for shit to work, it's like you gotta be about that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like you better be comfortable with chickens going. You better be
Yes.
comfortable with like bloodshed. Like I'm not saying it's gonna be on like some horror movie shit, but I ain't saying it isn't.
Yeah, that shit's real as fuck. I would go into her apartment and she would start talking to one spirit and she'd be like, watch the light, like the candlelight, and the candlelight would just grow up in the air and start going crazy as soon as she would start talking to it.
I mean, I think, well, for sure, we have a ghost that kicks
No,
it
but
in
we have
there.
an in-house spirit. The guy who
Yeah.
constructed this building, he's pretty chill. Like he doesn't act up, but it's just, you know, I'm like he hasn't left the spot because this was his first building, so
Yeah.
like he's really attached to it. And like sometimes he comes and chill up here. Like sometimes he'll just like do shit. Like they'll throw one of our paintings off the wall.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah, like or like, and then we're like, what the fuck, dude? I just nailed that. Like, can you stop? Like,
you don't like it there.
yeah,
Have you ever been to the Rainbow Room
yeah.
on
The
Sunset?
yeah.
I worked there for a couple months when I first moved to LA, and randomly, like, the windows would just open, and I had a lot of. That's when I had my first like kind of psychic premonition. That place is haunted for sure. So is Yamashiro.
What's Yamashiro?
It's a restaurant. It's a sushi restaurant.
What is it nearby there?
It's like up in the hill. It's pretty old. It's like historic.
Oh damn.
Staple, yeah.
Is it bomb?
Pretty good.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, like there's certain places that are just like
Like, you know what I place the thing is
haunted.
haunted?
What?
Or at least weird, creepy shit has to go on there, and you've been there, and it's super exclusive.
Comedy store? Oh, what's that? The Magicians.
The castle.
Oh, I've been there.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been to it too. I've
That's
never had the
haunted too,
pleasure.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt a vibe there for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
you can-
vibes there.
yeah.
You can feel that some
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
happened there.
That's how Yamashiro is, or at
Oh,
least
yeah.
for me, yeah. And the Rainbow Room, honestly.
Like for sure, like I didn't want to take a piss there until Jason was like, I gotta go too. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Why?
Bro, like
I've never been. I don't even know how it looks.
saw
so
like there was
what's the
different
theme?
bathrooms,
What's the
but
theme?
no, it's literally like the Addams Family house, bro.
For real? Oh, that's
Yeah.
creepy.
Like it's almost like a castle like that, and it's like
Yeah, it is,
and it's
actually.
like they have historic shit all over the wall. They have a restaurant section, then they have the different rooms where they perform magic. It's on some other level shit, dog. Like it's a whole different thing, bro. Like
It's creepy.
and yeah, I mean, but you know, you don't got no bad aura with you. Like that shit ain't gonna fuck with you, and then it really is all about like what you got going on.
What'd you think about what's his name? Chris Angel when that fool came out.
He's a
Do you
magician.
remember, do you remember watching him on TV? I really thought this fool was like the devil.
Oh,
When I was a
really?
little
Yeah,
kid,
me
I was
too,
like,
yeah.
bro,
I
this
was
fool
taught
is
to.
for sure
Yeah.
satanic. Because, I mean, it was when you couldn't really go on the internet. You just believed whatever. And he had his show on,
Bro.
what was it called?
Mind Freak.
Mind Freak.
Yeah,
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 and he'd
yeah.
sit there and do all those. And my mom, too, my Mexican mom would be like,
yeah.
es el diablo.
Yeah,
Have you-
yeah.
Have you? Was it that fool the one that like he went to the park and he cut himself in half and people were like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
that to me was a fucking trip.
He puts himself in like crazy situations. Dude, that fool was, I mean, obviously he's a magician. It's
I'm
all
sure
a trick.
some of it was fake, but I don't know because I never used to believe in magic either until I moved to LA. And I was out one night and this guy told me he was a magician. And I was like, okay, so you do illusions, cool. And he's like, no, I really do it. I'm really a magician. And he says, put your hand out. And he said, is there anything on it? I said, no. And then he said, close it and turn it over. So I closed it, turned it over. He waved his hand. He said, open up your hand. There was an upside down cross on my palm.
Oh,
black.
dude, fuck
That's
that. He
creepy.
could have just hexed you. Like what the fuck?
I don't know, but after that, I was like, maybe these magicians know something I don't, because that was crazy. And I kept looking at it. I think at the time I even took a picture of it, like, what is going on? And it was like Sharpie, bro. I couldn't get it off. It didn't wipe off. It was like,
And you didn't feel it when it was.
he didn't do anything to it.
But I imagine like if you had like Sharpie, like
Oh, bro. It was, I'm telling you, I know how crazy it sounds, but like, I swear. He
I-
did this. He waved over. I turned it, and there was an upside down black cross. And I'm like, number one, I just had moved to LA. I was like, fuck this city. I'm leaving. And then number two, I was like, magic is real.
Dude, like the guy, I've had a kind of experience like that. There was this guy that came to the Comedy Store to meet with Sam. Literally, he was there to do a trick for Sam, and he runs into
It would
me.
be one of his fans.
Yeah, and and this fool ran into me, and he fucking tells me, "I want to do a trick for you, actually." And I'm like, "All right." And then this fool's like, pull out the 20 in your pocket. It had my name on it.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
the
saying.
20 that
Yours?
was in my wallet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it had my name on it. And I sat there and
Yeah,
then
bro.
I was like, give me a second. Let me bring out Sam. Because he was using me to get to Sam.
Wow,
And I was
he
like,
was-
shut up.
you
bitch."
barely met this fool.
Dog, yeah.
Okay, I wanted somebody like that to come on the fucking show,
That'd
bro.
be
Like
sick.
I want to see, cause you know what? For some reason, they never done that shit to me. And I've been like super like many.
You've never been
magicians-
on the street and seen that shit like in Vegas?
No,
They do
they've
it in
done like
Vegas
the
sometimes.
fucking thing where they like do the cards, but it's never been like, hey, motherfucker, write some shit on me.
Bro, it's
You know what I mean?
crazy.
Like put the fucking quarter in my hand.
Or like when they take your watch. Like
Yeah.
when all of a sudden they'll have your watch and you're like, oh, how'd you do that?
Bro, they can bend time, I swear to God. I literally think they have like deals with the devil.
That.
Those ones, they're like on some other type of witchcraft.
I think that Chris Angel guy, I think he
Yeah.
did it. Even if it's not real, I think
Still
like
think some of
when
it.
you do it and
Yeah.
you sit there and do it, your brain's, I mean, it's called mind power. I mean, they
You
What if
got
you
it.
what if
think
what if
did
you
it
would
and
have
got
what if you
new
would have
powers.
what if you would have been like, look at your wallet, citizen sheep.
Hey, bro, he's
That's
the
a real
homie.
magician right there.
Yeah.
He can just like
Or you're
astro
gone.
travel. He just astro travels. What if there's a whole time they're just astro traveling like back and forth in time? They're doing some crazy
Oh.
shit, writing it on our hands. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
high right
like.
now.
No, like
Yeah.
I know what you
You're
mean because
good.
there's no
You're
like
good.
when you think about it, you're like, what's the only possible explanation? Did he have a watch, stop time,
Bro.
flash moved it to your?
None.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's got to be some way that they did this shit.
or like, or what about the time where he goes like this, right? Like where like if he were to go like this over your hand and then you open it and you're like, bitch, like
Bro,
what's up?
But that's what he did. I'm like, what?
No, but I'm saying in the middle of it, while he's like this, you're like, haha, fuck you, bitch, and then you see the
Oh,
line come out. I would
yeah.
flip out.
Bro,
I would run. Like
know.
if I open my hand and I see the line draw itself, I'm punching him with that
I'll
hand,
punch
dude. Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Oh, just cut off my hand.
You guys can get someone a big magician on Dr. Green Thumb for sure. If we could get a,
I don't know if he
I'm
would be down
gonna
with
try
it.
to make it happen just so I can see it on there.
We've had like here and there, but like
You
it's
think
never
he'd be
been
down
nothing-
though?
I gotta ask him. I
Cause
mean,
he's kind of weird with that Santeria. I don't know if
he's
it
like he kind of would be like, let me show you real magic.
yeah,
motherfucker."
that's why I don't know if I
this-
want. I don't know if it would be kind of pressing them and shit.
Yeah, like.
It's crazy.
But yeah, like what if you stop in the middle of it? Like, you know, when those people are like, I'm gonna need a volunteer. You're like, I can't take this. I'm breaking out this box. You fuck up their trick. Like,
Oh yeah.
All I know is that he did not write on my hand. He did not. I was very careful, and I opened it, and I was like, what the fuck?
They're like, you do it again, but that doesn't count
How-
anymore.
how was
like,
it-
that
how
do
was
it
the shit
again? It
written,
doesn't because
X?
you already
Yeah.
did it.
how was the fucking name written?
Just had my name XG. Like
Oh,
literally.
XG, not Xavier?
No, he had an XG on it. In my 20 that was in my wallet, I don't. When I go there, I put it on Sam's.
I would
tab.
want a person
Yeah,
like-
I didn't pull out my wallet at all.
You know,
Oh, go ahead.
like, you know, like the one thing that I'll trip out is to be like, do this with drugs. Like, I'll be like, there's no coke stick in my wallet. Bam.
Like that's a joke George says. He's like, you know how they tell you how your phone always brings up your shit? He's like, that's just not real. I always talk about cocaine and never tells me where the good coke's at.
That's hilarious. That's
Like,
good.
I was like,
That's
that's fucking
good.
good. But yeah, it's exactly what that would be.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That's just weird.
Yeah, if you could get a magician up in here, I definitely would be like, hey, write my fucking name on my wallet. I'd be like, I want to see that happen, bro. Like, I would literally look, I would take that bill and look at it under a microscope and be like, is this regular ink? Like, you know, like, what if, like, I fucking zoom in and there's fucking sixes all over that ink? You know what I mean? Like, microscopically or some shit. Like, I would look into it deep.
That's funny.
I bet
Yeah,
that-
no, I was trying to wipe that thing off. It took me 2 days to get the cross off, and it was upside down, bro.
That's
Of all
even
the things
scarier.
I could have put on my fucking hand. I
'Kay.
should have left LA at that moment because
Yeah.
I got my brain injury like a month later. By the way.
Could have hexed you.
He might have-
Damn.
It probably did. It fucking worked. Let me tell you. Because
Yeah.
my first 2 years in LA were not cool.
He's on. You gotta check out. I know you don't fucking fuck with this enough, but check out Joe Rogan's episode with David Blaine. He does tricks on there, and Rogan's like, "No, you didn't just do that." Like he does some crazy shit. David Blaine is a crazy motherfucker. Have you
Yeah.
heard of him, Ray? Yeah, dog.
I haven't seen that. I should watch it.
Yeah, he literally does them live in front of Rogan, and Rogan's literally like, no fucking way type of shit. Check it out. Like I'm gonna try to see if we can get some. We should. Well, we're in LA. There's a lot of fucking clown, fucking people that
There's
can
a lot
make
of
shit disappear.
magicians.
For sure. Just go by the Magic Castle.
Yeah,
That's about it.
go to Planned Parenthood. They make shit disappear all the time.
Just have me date it. It'll disappear. Just call my dad. He has advice.
Any doctor that works at Planned Parenthood technically is a magician. Just
Right?
Make
He's like,
shit disappear.
and it's gone.
and it's gone.
He tells you instead of plan B, it's like, take these magic beans. And it'll go away. Yeah, you know what?
Like Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah, for real. Hey, let's get into the super chats, Ray. I know we have a couple of them because we're reaching that time on the clock. I know we haven't had that much crazy of it. By the way, to all the people that were inquiring about the pan dulce, just DM me about it. Saturday we'll arrange something for all you guys that want the Concha Happy Meal. So we'll arrange it. Come pick it up. It's only for LA locals because I can't ship the bread like that. You got him, Rick? That motherfucking super chat's been coming in.
There's a really cool book. It's
It-
called Proof of Heaven. It's not a religious book. It's kind of long because I know about the super chats. But if you're into like spirituality and stuff like that, I highly recommend it.
Like what? Like is it just all over? Or is it just like one thing?
He had a near-death experience where he basically went completely brain dead, and he recalls every single moment after that going to
See, that's
heaven.
scary. Like if you're in a coma and then you could mentally be there, like it's like kind of like being stuck in that. If you ever had night terrors where you get where you get frozen and like you're like trying to move, you're like help, but like you can't
Yeah.
move. Like I would imagine that's what a coma's
is what
like.
it is. He said
24/7.
he
I
can
would
see his body.
hate it.
Well, he goes through the realms. So he starts with his body. He can see his family, and then he goes up, and then he goes to heaven. He says it's literally vibrations. Like the higher the vibration, the closer you are to heaven. It's pretty cool.
Damn. What is it called again?
Proof of Heaven.
Proof of Heaven. I'll check
He's
that
got
out.
3 books. Yeah, it's cool. He's a nice guy. You should have him on the podcast.
Yeah, if we could reach out to him, I'm like that'd be sick. Because I definitely would. I always wanted to talk to somebody who has crossed over and came back. Because that happens a lot. Like it really does happen a lot. And a lot of those people, like I want to say a good 80% of them, they don't ever focus on the trauma. Like they almost come back on a reset and they just go about their business and they're like, they don't even talk about the experience. You know how Pete Davidson talks about his dad 9/11 about everything?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like it's like literally like that's how those people should be talking about I almost died. You know what I mean? But they just move on with their life.
How long would you want to be in coma for?
I wouldn't want to be there, period, bro. Like,
No,
you know
but
how
like-
horrible a night terror is? I fucking
No, but like an actual coma, like when you're in the hospital, like how long would you be like you could tell your family like, all right, we waited enough, I'm not coming back to life. I want my family to wake at least a week. I'm
My
like, you
family
guys,
would barely wait a week.
I'd be like, how much does it cost per day? All right, 2 more
yeah,
days.
see, because it costs money. I would look at my family like, at least give me a week,
Yeah.
motherfuckers. Sell my truck. That's worth that should buy me a couple days.
Remember
Yeah.
Tony Soprano's coma?
Yeah. What
That
woke
shit was
him
a
up?
trip. Huh?
Do you remember what woke him up?
Wasn't it Paulie talking shit?
Yeah. Shout out to Polly for R.I.P.
Yeah, it was Paulie talking shit that woke
Yeah.
him up out of coma.
I thought, imagine how annoying you gotta be to wake someone up.
Oh, I know.
coma.
We've been around annoying people like that.
I could probably do it.
Yeah, if I'm ever in a coma, you know who to send, who annoys the fuck out of me, send him to mine. If that shit don't wake me up, unplug it. Well, like this fool ain't waking up. This fool used to hate that fool. If he doesn't tell that fool to shut up, he ain't coming back.
Real. All right, you got him, Ray?
Yeah.
Let's get into him.
His and hers LA, $20. What's good, y'all? E-Zone. I just got my hat. Good looking out. What up, XG?
What's up, dog?
You're welcome. Thank you for winning that last time and appreciate y'all for watching. His and hers.
Are you gonna make Concha merch?
They already have it. Like,
Oh,
the
okay.
hats are
Oh,
the
there you
hats that
go.
match the contra have been on.
Also,
this-
that's how you're gonna get the
no, they got this whole thing set up, so they'll know. I mean, it's gonna be a. I can't put it on the site because then they're gonna all pay shipping for it, and I'm like, yo, I'm not even gonna ship it. You just have to go pick it up. So
yeah. makes
just
sense.
DM me. It's not that many of them, so.
Rolando Valenzuela. $6. Call me now. Mrs. Cleo was scamming.
She was, bro. Like every time, call me now. That was a fucking. That's like if one of the Mad TV characters, like if the coach from Mad TV started coaching for real.
Oh yeah.
You're like, stop chewing the gum. Like, yo, that motherfucker was my favorite dude. And then when he started doing that show, like, was he on Keenan and Peele?
Yes.
Yeah, dude, fuck that guy on Keenan and
the
Peele.
best
Dude.
was Stewie.
Huh?
Stewie was the best on Mad TV. That was my favorite character.
Yeah, they had. That was a hell of a fucking show, bro. I
Yeah,
missed that
was-
shit on
shit was-
TV.
yeah.
I liked Crank Yankers, but I saw it's coming back.
Yeah, with the puppets. Yeah, the puppets are the best.
I used to watch that as a kid. I'm like, I had to hide it because I wasn't allowed.
DMV Chelas, $2. Sup X-Ray Ed Zone. That's what it said. And guest. X never sent my prize. Mad face.
Who's that?
That's
DMV
why he didn't send
Chelas.
it to you.
In Bichelas? They should have sent it to him. Let me
didn't
I'm gonna hit up like a
He
country.
didn't get a steak, dog. Damn.
Damn.
You see, dog? Xavier, dog. DM this fool like 100 times, bro. Cause he
I talk to him all the time.
he
homie.
says he checks his messages, but he like only checks the
No,
pending
that's-
messages
no,
he
that-
wants.
no,
I saw
that
the other day.
day-
I was like, how come you left these on blank?
That day you saw that fool didn't DM me. He DM my.
But I also saw there was a grip of other messages left there in like the
Well, do
gutter.
you know how much fucking conspiracy shit gets thrown my way, dog? I can't open every fucking
just put
message,
ignore,
dog.
stupid. They don't know.
Like, I literally just, I don't
I
open them,
bet,
dog.
yeah.
Conspiracies up the ass, dog. If it's, can you send this to Sam? Can you hit up
Yeah.
Sam? Dude,
They
can I
send
come
you
on
that
the
as
show?
much as like those people send me like midget
and I
videos.
love you guys. I'm not hating, but it's just a lot
Yeah.
I can't get to. Keep
No,
sending
it's
it.
like
I'm
the
not
way they
hating.
send me midget videos and those Pokemon shoes. Like I had to put a post like
That's what I mean.
Like, yo, can you guys stop sending me? I seen these shoes already.
I already stopped sending you shit. I don't send you no more Pokemon.
No,
more
like it's
Charizard,
cool. Like it's
because
cool.
I know
about-
you've seen it. Every
Like
second,
if I
I've
haven't seen
dog,
it, bro,
stop.
if I
It's what
haven't
do.
seen it, I'll be like, yo, this is dope. I'll share it. Thank you for showing it to me. But bro, that like those shoes, like the ones that throw water in the fire, like bro, the day
you-
it came
would-
out, I had 32 messages of the same shit, and I was like, heart.
Would you rock them?
I would, of course. That's why I said if you're
They're
gonna.
so long, like you'd have to be so careful.
I
Can you
s-
even go upstairs with them?
I said if you're gonna send me these, show me where to get them. Otherwise, stop sending me this shit. Yeah.
Got next question, right?
Yes, I do. Jason, 23, $2, 4.6. Earthquake at Ridgecrest.
Damn.
Is 3 plates okay? LOL.
That's scary, bro.
How what was it? 3 what?
4.6.
4.6.
Wait, where was the earthquake?
Ridgecrest, our homies
Ridgecrest.
from Ridgecrest. So for some reason,
Oh.
See, like I think California should be the first ones if you could buy a luxury jetpack to get it. Like in case it starts fucking earthquake, just
He's so in the
What?
future. He's ready. He's ready. For
I'm
he's
just
ready
saying,
for the
We
like-
got
future.
Elon Musk number 2 right here.
You're not gonna last in the air. Eventually, you gotta land.
No, because
Well,
the
it's
air's
the
not gonna
Mexican
shake,
Elon
bro.
Musk
Like,
to be.
so I'm just saying, like,
Elon.
all right, look, if the shit starts shaking and we're like, look, dude, the building's gonna fall down. Let's just go on top of it. Just go, you know, be like, once everything stops shaking, then land.
Why don't you buy some stock in some fucking robot companies?
I mean, I have some, but not like, I want that fucking Terminator robot. Like, who I want the Skynet of the world today. Like, that's what I want. Like, the shit that's gonna change humanity forever.
You're like half our topics on tinfoil what we're avoiding. You fool is the robot world you want to live in.
Is what they're trying to avoid. Yeah.
Yeah, people. I know people going off the grid and shit, fool. I went to some stand up and I was in the middle of nowhere eating crawfish with rednecks and shit. And I was like, they were.
That's crazy.
All those towns would have designated robots that would work for the government. You do know that, right? Like those middle and nowhere towns, they would have these AIs. They would set up and pretend to be this happy family, and they're just there to listen on motherfuckers to make sure you don't got no terrorists, quote unquote.
So you're ready?
Or fucking all this shit.
Kind of that.
So
No,
you're
that's where it's at, bro. It's gonna be like that movie where not the one with Will Smith and the robot.
iRobot.
Yeah, that
I
yeah.
robot.
Yeah.
So you're ready to go to the DMV and there be a robot right there.
And be like, sir, are you such and such? We recognize your face. Yeah, that's me. Cool. You give me my ID.
Oh, that's quick. That's
It's
quick. I
coming.
like it. Okay. I'm buying it.
Be
now.
like, you checked in. We saw your thumbprint. You're registered with the city. Like at that point, bro, if you're moving in an era of technology like that, you either gotta become a very smart criminal or fucking learn how to play by the rules. Cause there's no more getting
That's
away with
coming.
shit.
So
Well,
what's
that's
the
what
smart
conspiracy
criminal?
theorists say. It's coming.
coming.
Yeah,
Don't
like
worry,
the-
Zonyo, just give us some
You
time.
just need to chip right here, like they say in the Bible. Chip right here, chip right here.
Would you be ready to put a chip right here for
Nah, I
your
don't know if I
robot?
go
So your
that far.
robot,
I
so
would
your
never
robot,
do that shit.
so your robot does knows exactly where you're at all times.
That-
dog?
they'd have
That's
to
how
get-
they're gonna get you, dog.
For a while, they'd have to give you that. They'd have to give you that option to have that Buzz Lightyear arm where you could put a glove on and just be like, look, you know what I mean?
Boop-de boop.
Yeah,
boop,
like be like, you
Nah,
know.
you gotta
Oh,
register.
so
It's the
funny.
law.
I mean, well then
UN.
it's gonna happen the same thing with COVID. They're gonna have
You're gonna
somebody
have
that's
to-
gonna
yeah.
hack fucking these little Taiwanese controls, and we're gonna have bootleg robots.
And just wait, dog. I guarantee you, you're gonna have to register your robot, and you're gonna have to be nice to your robot.
You have to
Can't be
wait till
too
one
mean.
of them
Like,
kills
you can't-
somebody
It's not a
first.
slave. Eventually, they're gonna be like, it's not a
Yeah.
slave.
You have to wait
Has
till
its
it does
rights.
something
It's gonna have
wrong.
rights. It's gonna have rights.
like one of
eventually.
these things has to kill somebody
Well,
for
the ones
them.
in California will.
Yeah, see, yeah, dude, you're gonna have to move to Texas for real
Or
robot
Florida,
shit.
where
Yeah,
we
for
can
real
abuse
robot
them,
shit, where
yeah.
you can slap them and hit them still.
Yeah.
In Cali, you're not gonna be able to
Throw
hit
them
your
down the
robot, dog.
stairs. Yeah.
Yeah, your robot.
Push
if
him
it
down the stairs.
Well, that's our option, isn't it?
indestructible. Why is it indestructible if I can't push it down the stairs?
Dude, that shit would turn on you, bro. Like the moment you start laughing at it, like, look at you, stupid machine. That shit's gonna be like, cause it's the AI, bro. It's gonna have the mentality to
I
be
would
like,
definitely abuse my robot. I used to abuse my Sims. I would make them beat each other up and like kill each other,
Oh.
and then haunt each other.
Did you play The Sims? Dog,
yeah.
that
But
seems right up your alley.
only reason I would play was like, and I would like doing it because I remember like I had my cousin, that too. But I
would do that too.
like I remember that I would just go like to the other person's house and just call 911 so they'll get fined so many times and not answer the door. And then the money, yeah, then the money would just drain. Like then the money would
Edgar
just,
activities, even in The Sims, dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or like you go to your friend's house and then you leave all the stove on and the fire department has to show up and then they're like, ah, yeah, like I would fucking do that shit.
Dude, I wonder how much it's changed now.
It's like I don't
It
know.
must
If
be
I don't know if
it's
there's a
still
current
around.
game.
No,
Is it?
there has to be a Sims right
I
now.
will be the first person to play VR Sims.
You could probably
Especially
like
if you can really fuck.
you could probably like get your dick sucked and shit like by
That'd be
the
cool.
other sim or something
See,
like
there's
that.
a Sim right now. Yeah, like right now.
Because it was very realistic. That was the only video game you could get pregnant on.
Oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
so LA. Look, the front of it says LA
For what system is it?
No.
for the computer.
Wow, that's
For what?
really
For the computer.
Oh man, we almost kind of get it just to fucking cause havoc.
That'd
Like
be cool.
like go to a protest and set fire to a building.
You know there's BLM protests in The Sims 4, dog. There's fucking, they're all
sure.
protesting and shit. There's one black person in the whole game.
Are there any on there?
Dude, no, black people aren't
It's
playing
only
Sims.
white people, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
black
There's black
people-
people on the fucking cover.
Yeah, those
Well, now
are
there
white
are.
people. Those are white people
Fool,
just
the
wanting
anime-
to be
you
able
don't
to
think
say
that-
the
you don't-
N-word on the game.
Fool, the anime fools fucking play The Sims probably. Like all those anime fools that go to like Anime Con, they probably love playing that shit.
I loved it.
Yeah,
That's
like
fucking weird, bro.
what's the next one, Ray?
Next one. DMV chelas, $2. Apá, me encontré otra güerita.
What does that mean?
XG.
Me telling my dad that I found myself another white girl.
Oh.
In Spanish.
Why do you guys like us so much?
Cause you're all, I don't know.
Bro, when I moved to LA, it was the first time like I was just around so many Hispanics, and I was like, damn, these men treat me nice.
Oh, you never got that attention in Virginia? You said Virginia, right?
No, not in Virginia. And then obviously in Miami it happens too. So I'm like, I'm
Okay.
just staying.
You're like, I'm staying here.
J-Mac.
Fuck the middle of the country.
yeah, fuck white people, bro. White men never treated me like this.
Next question.
Oh, she's more downer than you, Xavier.
Right.
Leo Boss, $4.99. Happy birthday, and it's my birthday today. I'm at Disney, about to chug a beer with y'all. Hope you guys having a great day. Mission Smog, check.
Oh.
He just wished himself happy birthday.
Yeah,
He's
no,
like,
shout
happy
out to him. Yeah,
birthday.
happy birthday, my boy. You and Chili. Shout out to Chili. Happy birthday to
Yeah,
you
by
too.
the way, big shout out to Chili. She always makes a lot of our dope artwork. I know you're celebrating your birthday out there. Happy birthday, homegirl. Hope you enjoy it. I'll be sending you a gift.
Get it, homie. Homie.
Is that the last one?
All these tips.
Yeah, these,
CZT the God, $2. Ray, I need the follow back for the We Don't Smoke the Same trifecta. I have not checked my phone in hours, so I'll check and see what's up. Next one.
Yeah, like Ray blocks them. It's like, yo, this is harassment.
Sizer Celestials, $5. Big up, fam. I've seen the TV remote control fly off this table one time while watching TV with my homie, sitting like 6 feet away from the table. Unexplainable.
Yo,
Damn.
that freaked me the fuck out.
that
I mean,
shit's crazy.
I mean, you know when it's like malice, bro. Like if this shit shifted like just fast, I would be like, all right, dude, let's fucking close the show and done. But if it just did it like this, I'd be like, all right, dude, do you want some chill?
Yeah.
Which has happened before on the other show, like
Yeah.
where the beer would move by itself, and we got it on tape.
No, yeah.
I would love to be able to move something like
Oh, Matilda style. That would be crazy, dude.
that. Oh man.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I really tried to move shit after
I
that
used
movie.
to, dude, I used to try to, me too, but I used to try to sneak in on my Barbies because I swore they were alive.
Oh, like fucking like
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Story.
Like
shit.
I would like go in and be like, I know you guys are alive.
Like I almost caught you, bitch.
yeah, I would. What a loser I was. Crazy.
What's the next one, Ray?
Next one. On my way to fuck you, bitch, cuh.
True.
$5. What's cracking, homies? Yo, X.
What's up?
What's the conspiracy of the day? Also, tell GP come to New Mexico after Arizona, fool. Rah rah, don't forget about me. And gracias, cuz. I'll see what I can do about Green Thumb.
Oh, yeah, because you're freeing those fools.
Yeah, free him, dog. Come on, be the asylum guy.
Ray's like the Harriet Tubman of the chat room.
Yeah?
I'm getting high because I'm staring way too long at this.
Conspiracy of the day. Damn. I'm so stuck on the fucking Hunter Biden doing drugs and shit like that, dude. I can't get over those fucking
Oh,
videos.
the
The president's son
Who's
Yeah,
recording
that's
it? Is it him?
himself.
Damn.
He's a maniac, fool. Like I've never recorded myself doing coke unless it was off of some girl.
I did at the
off
Elvis
of-
bathroom, like the house that belonged to Elvis, and I was like, this is a Versace bathroom. I gotta
That's a
do
place
this.
to do.
Yeah.
coke.
Yeah, like I recorded. I was like, yo, I'm doing one off of
Yeah.
every stall right
Yeah,
here.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I've said it. If I was ever like in the Scarface desk, I would be like record this shit.
No, like this,
Do it
like
I might
that's
even
how- that's
post it
how
on
I felt,
IG. I
like-
might even post it on IG.
That
Be
was
like,
a
who gives
sick-
Like
a
this was
fuck?
like Elvis
Perfect.
Presley's fucking vacation house in Vegas, and I was like, yo, this is some real player shit here. Like, I was like, yo, this is the next level, and I was like,
That's the king, dude.
yeah. So I was like, he would have wanted it this way.
Even I would do it.
I said thank you very much after I did it, just for fucks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I was in there by myself,
I
dog.
gotta
Like,
see this video, dog. You got it. Still?
it's on my other phone.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
And I
hilarious.
remember I was like, this was 2:45 in the morning. Yeah, like
What the fuck were you doing there?
we were at this cannabis event, like, and we like the house had been rented, so we were just partying. Like I had performed, and it was lit.
That's what's up.
Awesome.
That's pretty. I would have done the same thing.
Thank you very
that's-
much.
Yeah, I would do a line and be like, say hello to my little friend right after I
The
did
Scarface
that.
did?
Yeah, but yeah, it wouldn't even be like the same amount of coke he had, but I'd feel like it.
What would the girls' equivalent of that be? Doing a bunch of drugs in a like Marilyn Monroe's bathtub or something? Marilyn Monroe's bathtub?
Didn't she
No,
die from
'cause-
drugs? She OD'd.
Yeah, see, I don't
In a-
want
in a
see,
bathtub.
see, but I don't want to do things where people die. Like I'm not trying to. Even though Scarface dies, it's a movie,
Like
but
where
he
they
dies like a
live.
badass. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
like do drug where someone OD. Like I'm not like I want to do it like Mac Miller.
Yeah, true.
But like, yo, the room Mac died. Let me do
Not
coke
just
here.
like him.
Yeah.
Next one, Voltrox, $5. Sup, fools? Just hitting some whippets for my birthday today.
Let's go.
Also, happy birthday to Chili. That's right, perro.
I've been wanting to get the tank filled up again. I probably
Hank
have.
the Tank.
I've never done that.
Really? It's the shit.
I don't
Never
think
done
so.
whippets either.
It's shit.
Yeah, but Kate, you don't like it, huh? Yeah, Ray don't like
I
it.
don't need any more drugs.
We killed like 2
I've tried
tanks
enough.
last time.
Well, yeah, that's why we haven't had it for a while because we don't know how to hang out.
What do you mean?
We'll buy the tanks and we'll.
We'll get the
there.
whole fucking
We've
tank
done it on
filled
the
up
show.
and get-
We've
and buy
literally-
packs of
They
balloons.
don't go crazy.
No, we'll just be here puffing on the show. We'll talking to the set, fucking just talking shit, and they hate it too.
You guys
'cause-
ever done mushrooms on the show?
huh?
Yeah, we've done
Oh
that.
yeah, we've done mushrooms on the show too.
I'll be afraid. I'll get all fucking weird.
Yeah, once we start getting like, we knew when to cut it. We're like, you feeling it? I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm feeling
we're
it. I'm like, all right,
done.
it's
Yeah.
done, because we don't want to say nothing stupid.
What's the next one, Ray?
It's like they feel the peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know. They'll have a meltdown real quick.
Davato Chris D Bands, $5. Sup, Vato Locos? The Comal King is in the house, yo. I work for FedEx, and I can assure you some workers don't give a flying fuck about the packages.
I told you.
Damn, what about UPS? That's where I send my shit.
It doesn't matter. There's always
Oh,
people
yeah.
like those fools are having bad days, bro. Like I drop off shit at UPS every day. Some of those days, those fools are happy as fuck. The other days, those fools are miserable.
You would throw shit, huh? I have a feeling you'd be like, sucks to be you. Is this Fashion Nova? Fuck Fashion Nova.
I would be like fucking. I would be like Donald in Puerto Rico
Just stop.
with the fucking. Just remember he was tossing the toilet paper
Yeah.
at the Puerto Rican people.
Oh yeah, that
What is
was
up?
so fucked up, bro.
He was a comedian, dude.
Every
You
fucking
should
pa-
just do stand up.
Every
Fuck being
fucking
a
every
president.
fucking package, bro. I'd be like with the Trump fucking layup, just or the Trump fucking fade away, just like.
They broke my computer, my $5,000 computer.
Yep.
FedEx, yeah. And I didn't buy insurance. So I was like, oh fuck you.
What's the next one, Ray?
Ralph Ramos, $5. What's good? We don't smoke the same, fam. When's the next LAFC game? And happy birthday, Chili.
It's not for like till the 29th, I think. So we got a ways to go
Oh,
for the
the
next soccer game.
23rd.
Yeah, the 23rd. It's against Nashville, so we should have tickets.
Yeah.
Might
Be
give away
dope.
one.
You heard that? You heard that?
Yep.
Yeah,
And happy birthday, Chili. What's the next one?
that's it so far.
Damn, right on fucking time,
Fuck,
dog.
man.
We were on time
Holy
today.
shit.
We're yeah,
Like
damn.
on
This
9 on the dot, we were done with the super chats. There we go.
we're gonna get hit by a comet today.
I might
Like
go-
the
I
Earth
might
is
go
getting
hit
hit by a comet today.
I'm gonna get a lotto ticket.
Yeah, right. Like you're like, yo, man, I'm not even stopping nowhere on the way. I'm not pumping gas. Fuck that, bro. Yeah, like it's like two on point.
I'm even becoming a girl pro. I don't even like pumping gas at night no more.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, for what, dog? I'm not pulling full. Someone's
Hey,
gonna come up trying to be smart and
Xavier's
shit.
over there. He's like, there's guys that'll rape me too.
You always gotta be
Well,
ready,
Glendale
dog.
Gary's there, dog. Glendale Gary's in my town, dog. I live in Glendale. This one might be like, yo, come here.
There's
Come here,
hairy
pretty
guys that'll
lady.
rape me too. Yeah, but salute to everybody who tuned in. Thank you so much for hitting that thumbs up. Thank you so much, Mac, for coming by. Where can they follow you guys at? Where can they follow you at?
Big me and my other personalities.
Yeah.
Big Mac Lawson. Just on everything.
Big Mac.
Big
Yeah.
Mac Lawson.
Yeah.
You go. We
They're all
tag.
gonna go on. They're all gonna go on.
They already
OnlyFans.
follow her. They already.
Yeah.
They're all gonna go straight to OnlyFans. See, she got it.
They what is it? They already probably follow her from like the tag on the flyers. So
Oh, yeah.
for sure. Thank you for coming by. Definitely. You know, it was good chopping it up. Ray, shout outs.
Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out, shout out. Follow me on IG and YouTube, Morning Shot Films. Follow my podcast, Morning Real. I was supposed to release David Lynch's Lost Highway, but I'm going to post it tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that. Xavier.
So hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you for you guys. Thanks for coming on, Mac. And then go to fullytoxic.com for all my merch, and then go to samtripoli.com for all our tickets. We will be in San Francisco the 5th and the 6th. Me, Sam Tripoli, Eddie Bravo. And then go to George P Comedy. Me and George will be in Arizona this Saturday in Tucson. So buy your tickets now. And
Yeah. So hey, are we doing tomorrow or Saturday?
tomorrow morning.
Are we Ray? Are we doing tomorrow morning?
Okay, we'll only do it tomorrow if we get 300 likes. If not, you guys.
Nah,
just
hold
fuck
on. It's
yourself.
not that time. What is it like?
I'm actually busy tomorrow morning.
Okay, then it is Saturday morning. I'll
Not
figure it out.
expect That one.
If it, what is it? Look, if we don't do a show on Saturday morning, what is it? Well, I'll still have that whole pickup where you could come pick up the Concha Happy Meal. So
there you
that's gonna be going down. So we might just do a shorter show because like I'll have Rock Sampson and maybe Tommy pulling up and coming to sit in, the other Tommy. So make sure you guys pull up for that. Also, all the candles got some of them got a makeover. Shout out to Chili. She created the label for the new cherry pie one. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. And California Magic Farms gave me another 50 gifts for you guys. So you want to keep the party going, just go buy a candle or go buy one of the Please Don't Do Cocaine and the Koala Care Stall t-shirts. Those are definitely some love. And the girl hamburger hat too. Those are pretty dope for all the girls out there. All two of you guys. I mean, well, it's a notice.
Don't like, cause he did it. Like I asked him where that shirt came from. He's like, bro, I did fucking
The cannabis cup.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, that's disgusting. There's fucking kids there. He's
Not
like,
in a fucking Kush
exactly,
cup.
not in a fucking
Yeah.
Dr. Green Thumb thing. There's no
Yeah.
kids. No.
I didn't say it was Green
Thumb.
Thumb. I said it was. It's a High Times cannabis cup. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see you guys Saturday. So peace out.